Hello, everybody.
And welcome to the stream.
I'm your host, Richard.
And I'm D.
And we are carrying on with our playthrough of Chapter 4, RogueTrader.
Please excuse Richard, his voice is cracking.
I don't know
going
what's...
through puberty backwards.
I don't know what's happening. He just every now and again gets a bit squeaky.
You didn't catch anything, did you? Like a cold?
I don't feel it. So...
Are you screaming at people at work?
I wouldn't say screaming. I definitely was having loud words with people.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back. This is promising to be a weird one.
Yes.
Between Richard's voice and the fact that I've had like 4 hours of sleep today.
Oh no, what happened to you?
Couldn't go to sleep. Went to bed quite late. And then I was woken up at like 9 on top of that.
Yeah, was it all the roadworks?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll live. But...
Yeah.
So, we have been summoned back to Dargonus in the middle of all our galactic traipsing around by Solomon's boss, Marshal Strax. To the Palace of Justice, I think, in the Administratum, at any rate.
Yes.
So, off we go.
Indeed.
Swore to myself I would never come back to this place. Yet every time I'm about to get out, they pull me back in. I must said being a rogue trader would do, like, you know, work. And definitely not this kind of work.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I signed up for heroically, you know, traveling the stars, not talking to clerks.
Making profit and whatnot.
Huh.
What the hell's going on here?
I knew it. The prefect snapped. She murdered someone with a quill. Marshal Gregorus Strax. He does look like someone looked at Judge Dredd and went, nah, he looks too soft.
Yeah, right.
So, Marshal Strax regards the prefect with an implacable expression. Out of the question. I will only speak about resolving this situation with the rogue trader directly. No intermediaries. See, I think you did him last time, but to ask you to do a growly voice at this state,
yeah,
it seems like a bit cruelty.
Yeah, it might not be as effective as it was before.
And it might take away from the Grand Marshal Gregorus Strax.
I mean, I can give it a go. Out of the question. I will only speak about resolving this situation
No,
with
you
the
know what?
RogueTrader.
No, but you can do the old lady really well.
Thank you.
She speaks. Prefect Vulture's augmented hands constantly fidget with a tattered piece of paper that may have once been a report.
But for how much longer might we need to wait for the RogueTrader? 10 turns? 30? Thrice that? Time is an invaluable commodity, and we currently have none, esteemed Marshal. Not to mention that Decree RP-83-289 explicitly states...
She stops abruptly when she sees you. I heard a rogue trader unmaterialized. I'm like a demon, only somehow worse. The Marshal raises his chin. Rogue trader, the Adeptus Arbitus requests your immediate cooperation. The sacred tithe collected from the Coronus Expanse is in danger, and you're the only one who can negate this threat. I have a question, actually. This is like the 3rd time in this campaign where the tithe has been endangered. First of all, how loose is your security, man? Second, and kind of more importantly, I thought we couldn't get to the rest of the materium, the rest of the Imperium.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that the tithe doesn't need collecting.
So we collect the tithe and what? Chuck it into hell?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
In the hopes
very
that it
much
makes it through.
the Imperium's there. We're literally just throwing money into the fire in the hope that some of it will float up the chimney.
You got it.
Yeah, that's no, that's in character. I have nothing for these jackasses. So yes.
No notes.
Why me specifically? If this is so important, you should ask the Inquisition. The Inquisition's resources are not limitless, nor is this within their jurisdiction. The matter is delicate, however, and calls for the utmost secrecy. It is also intimately related to your dynasty and its ancient covenant with the Adeptus Arbitus. We indeed require your personal assistance. So what danger are you referring to, Marshal? All of the expanses are ablaze, RogueTrader. I have noticed. I have been running around putting out fires. This state of disorder jeopardizes a critical strategic location, the planet Leethus, a clandestine world provided by Theodora von Valancius for the purpose of storing the tithe collected from the wards of the Coronus Expanse. So what you're saying is that world's full of loot. If adventurers knew that there's an entire planet dedicated as a treasury, you couldn't keep them away with a 10-foot barge pull.
Nope.
Strax's cheek twitches. At present, the planet is overflowing with a sacred tribute, amassed over the course of decades. After we lost contact with every single ship sent through the Moor in recent years, the decision was made to cease all attempts to transport the tithe out of the Expanse, until the route is once more secure. It was for just such periods of the Moor's impassability that the storage ward of Leethus was devised. Okay, call me surprised. They're actually not as dumb as they look.
No, they actually didn't just send it all through. They just left it in one place where it could be, plundered and whatnot.
Literally, like, it's almost like a dog, ears perk up and instantly turn towards that planet.
Right? Like, any Chaos Warband worth their salt would be like, yes, please.
Dude, any adventurer worth their salt. The raspy voice of the prefect cuts across the marshal's speech.
Ooh, sorry, I was just yawning. If I may provide certain details. As per regulations, prior to being sent to this temporary depot, all tithe shipments were first brought to Dargonus. These deliveries were made using barges, crewed by servitors, with the only people on board with privilege of autonomous behavior being key officers and an arbitrator escort. In other words, the location of both the system and the planet was strictly classified. A secret pact was made with the Navigator House. Even I was not entrusted with its coordinates.
The Marshal looks straight at you. Given the scarcity of our resources, absolute secrecy is Leethus' main line of defense. However, we are detecting increased activity near the storage ward's location. I do not want to do this, but I am, quite plainly, forced to ask for your help. Go to Leethus and organize the extraction of the Imperial Tithe of Dargonus organize the extraction of the Imperial Tithe to Dargonus for further safekeeping.
See, one of the things I'm unclear about is that isn't the tithe also supposed to include, like, battalions of people? Yeah.
Yeah. They've been in storage.
Have they literally just been living on that planet? Like, yeah, we're supposed to be going to the guard, but we're just hanging about.
For decades. Yeah, again, wasting the infinite.
Jesus Christ.
So, by the way, who are all these people in this room? They do not look like administratum clerks. They are far too lively. The prefect looks at them and snaps her fingers. The fighters immediately make the sign of the Aquila.
These are my bodyguards, members of the Fang of the Expanse. They are here to demonstrate my willingness to offer the Adeptus Arbiters whatever cooperation I can.
The hell are the Fangs of the Expanse? Mercenaries. The Marshal spits the word out in disgust. Vulture sighs. Gregoras.
Gregorus, you know we need every fighter we can get these days. You have precious few people at your disposal, and every year fewer still remain. The Adeptus Administratum regulations do not prohibit the employment of hired forces.
She meets the Marshal's fierce gaze with calm composure. So, increased activity, eh? In other words, someone is very interested in locating a world brimming with tithe, and is close to succeeding. The Marshal draws a sharp breath. Impossible. That would mean that someone commanding vast resources and influence knows of its existence. We have no evidence that could support this conjecture. Considering the current state of the Coronus expanse, with pirates and Xenos roaming where they please, it is far more likely that the storage world will be discovered by accident. The hastiness of the Marshal's rejection of your theory is the best proof that he himself considers a deliberate search to be a plausible explanation, but it seems he is unwilling to admit, even to himself. So, I must remind you, to my embarrassment, that Dargonus was gutted by Xenos not long ago. And I hope that you have since drawn some conclusions about the importance of guarding your key worlds. The entire expanse is on fire. Your capital remains the safest place in Coronus. The prefect attempts to speak, but the Marshal presses on, enunciating its word. And this is not open to discussion. So, are you telling me that the tithe from the entire Coronus expanse is being hoarded on Leethus? Just how much are we talking about exactly? The Marshal sighs in anguish. Enough to instantly turn anyone who captured it into a force more intimidating than the Consbalica's Shadow Barons. A tempting prize, as you can see. Well, I will try my best to secure all I can. At least 60% of the tithe will make it back to Dargonus. And the 40% of the tithe that will be stored there will eventually be loaded into the ship, so 20% of the tithe can make it, to the Imperium. And when they receive 10% of the tithe, the more I ate it all. Yeah. Warp storms, you see.
Pirates.
Are you wearing a pure gold suit of power armor? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've always had that. What can you tell me about Leethus? I do not recall seeing it on any star chart. A fringe world of no value to the Imperium. By order of Lady Theodora, it was stricken from all astrological data. The Marshal grimly works his jaw as he looks away. Its security was considered beyond doubt until now.
Alright, can you just imagine that we randomly found that planet and we've already
already looted it? Yeah. Oh shit, that's what that was.
Oh man, look at all this shit. This is amazing.
Nobody knows anything. So, Theodora had a whole secret planet in her possession and no one cared to inform me? The prefect clasps her hands.
Lady Theodora was fond of secrets and good at keeping them. You inherited those secrets when you ascended her throne, but there are so many of them that apprising you of them would be an impossible task, and is determining the scope of your knowledge.
So you're telling me that she had so many secrets that it would take too long for me to tell them, so we're gonna lose a bunch of information that I should have had because it would take too long.
Yes.
This shit show. The true horror of 40k is the fucking administratum, I swear.
Absolutely.
To be honest, this is the first time I am hearing of this planet as well. Leethus must have been one of those secrets whose details only a select few are privy to. And even fewer among those few ever get to live once their purpose has been fulfilled. So why can't you export the tithe yourselves?
Oh, sorry, it's me. That is an acceptable option. one with which we are prepared to proceed. The Adeptus Administratum has requisitioned mercenary troops of the highest caliber. Under extreme circumstances, the Lex Imperialis permits.
Out of the question. There is steely ringing in Strax's voice. In the Coronus Expanse, there exists a strict separation of authority between the Adeptus Arbitus and the Administratum, as certified by the Von Valancius dynasty and formalized in the Lex Dargonus. Transporting the tithe to and from Leethus and maintaining its security is the duty of the Adeptus Arbitus. Aside from the head of the dynasty, only we have the right to set foot on Leethus, or to know of its coordinates. Such is the word of the law. The Marshal turns again to look at you. I choose to interpret that he says the word law. Yes, like Judge Dredd does.
The Stallone Dredd, that
Specifically the Stallone Dredd, yes, of course. That's the Dredd I grew up with.
Yep.
That said, I think Carl Urban did a better job.
He did a fantastic job. That movie was fucking awesome.
It was really cool. Shame they never made more.
Yeah, it's just been stuck in development hell for so long.
And I think it's just too late. Anyway.
Yeah.
The Marshal turns to you again. There is another reason. Under the present circumstances, only you can provide the necessary level of security for the Imperium's property stored on your world. The Arbiters are too few, and our forces are stretched too thin, and we must see to the stability of the tithe deliveries from other worlds, and prevent any attempts to disrupt said stability. Thus, we are humbly asking you to help us. Right? Must be resolved without delay, because... crikey. I will go there at once. The Marshal nods. Death and tithe, this is the quest. I will have the coordinates and passwords transferred to you. They are for your eyes only. Once you have arrived at the location, you are to oversee the tithe's transportation to Dargonus. We will meet the barges there and then redirect them to secure vaults.
I must ask that you hurry, your lordship, before all is lost.
The prefect bows. Alright.
We shall prevail.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, there's loot here. A petition of some capacity. Through the efforts of the Adeptus Arbiters at my family estate, 12 criminals among the members of my family were terminated. The proctor in charge of the purge decreed that the bodies be left lying at the scene of the crime for further investigation. 40 planetary cycles have passed since then. The heavy odor and vermin resulting from keeping dead bodies without the ability to transport them ceased to be of concern to me after the first 2 cycles. However, the mummified remains of the criminals prevent my estate from properly functioning at this time. I humbly request that another officer be assigned to oversee the investigation, and that they be informed of the necessity of progressing the investigation in my home. Resolution. Petition rejected in accordance with Protocol UP 1847. 1845. Basis. The assignment of the head investigator is regulated by another protocol. Note. A fine is to be imposed on the petitioner for failing to preserve the evidence. Oh my god. I think these guys must have gone to like the tax office or like the DMV. Every time they had to write one of these, this shit's just too real.
It's horrific. Like,
they showed up, killed a bunch of criminals, then they ordered them to be left there until the investigation is complete. Yeah?
Yep.
40 months later, unless planetary cycles, unless that means years.
Oh,
years later.
Years.
Actual goddamn years.
Oh.
The mummified remains are still there.
Yeah. God, that is ridiculous.
What if you don't have enough?
I guess you have to go
insult?
around and find some.
It was this. Oh, yeah, that's nothing burger. But yeah, actual years. And they're like, how dare you not preserve them if you were prevented from touching them? So, a fine. It's horrific.
It's crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy.
I'd rather try to assault the brass citadel itself with the friggin' pickle on a stick. Than try to... Yeah. God damn. Horror of horrors.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
So, I think that's our planet. Leethus. It's a feral.
Lord Captain, we are now in Leethus' orbit. The ship has successfully exchanged access code with the Adeptus Arbiter's outpost, but the landing pad is unavailable. The shuttle pilot is already calculating the closest possible landing point. Await...
The Voxcast is interrupted by a crackle that turns into a ragged ultrasonic hum. A moment later, the connection returns to normal. What was that just now?
There appears to have been an intrusion in the data stream. One that was executed using the Dynasty secret codes. I can only assume that we have encountered an additional security measure installed by Lady Theodora.
Send the tech press to determine the cause of the malfunction immediately.
The investigation is already underway, Lord Captain. The incident did not affect the security of our Voxcasts. It seems more akin to reciprocal auger scanning.
I imagine to check for the passwords or something like that.
Gotta be, yeah.
So, why is the landing pad unavailable?
The augers are detecting foreign objects in the way, possibly cargo containers.
That's pretty fucking minor. I'm ready to descend to the surface. I expected like a couple, not this.
Right? Holy crap.
This is a Souls-like level, that is. What the frig?
Jesus.
We landed on the cargo containers. Are these all 5?
Yeah, it looks like.
Containing slightly sealed on all sides. Something scratched on the lid. 5 tons of the finest sleep. Something.
Victory.
Oh my god, turn back around. There was a statue.
Technology from this maw of entropy and cesspool of violated storage regulations.
Pascal, you're the last person I would want to try for stealing the tithe. Only the RogueTrader, due to his unique status, has the authority to remove anything from this planet.
So you were saying?
There was a statue in one of those boxes. To the
Where?
left. There.
They loaded a statue into a container. Ah. Cash with goods stolen from the containers. You spot a pile of blackened jewelry in the dirt nearby, likely thrown out of the crate to make room for provisions and weapons. Ooh. Advanced Arbiter shotgun. So tell me, Solomon, are you, too Laced up. Laced up? To accept little gift? Yeah?
Straight laced.
Straight laced, that's the one.
Okay, okay. Oh, Frequency Dead is in the YouTube chat.
Hello.
Hoppity hoppity, I see the rogue trader is stealing everyone's property.
Oh,
No.
I think you managed to catch us on the grandest stealing of everybody's property you have ever seen.
No, he said that we were allowed to pinch this as a rogue trader.
Who is that? More shadows from the riven sky? They should dress nice. Hey, is that an arbitrator? How would an arbitrator be here? They're all holed up in their outpost and this bunch just crawled out of the dump. Waltz will deal with them. He can smell a fake. There's an entire Liban rust there.
Yep. There's macro shells in the container to the left.
Yes. Move it. The captain will decide your fate. Well, before we continue, I have to inspect some other things over here.
The machine gun grants me insight.
A glittering object on the corpse's hand catches your eye. A string of silver prayer beads with a tarnished Adeptus Administratum symbol. The victim must have been buried alive in the middle of an inventory inspection. Ah, you can see it.
Oh god, yeah, you can.
So you have an entire freaking planet of people whose job is to catalog for nothing.
None shall stand in my way.
This is true horror of horrors.
It really is, my god. Oh, there's an action button there.
Gilded ceremonial blades are tied with rough ropes to the spikes surrounding the encampment.
Unexpected result.
Death him.
Ooh.
After a few moments, it falls into your hands. That Limerance is knackered. Captain Waltz, do I take the oath now? Swear to never abandon a combat in arms. Have you ever been under fire, soldier? No, Captain. Here is your oath, then. Oh, stepchild of the Imperium, become bones in the foundation of the new truth. What weird-ass cult have we landed into?
I think they've been stuck here so long, they've kind of gone a bit native.
A literal cargo cult.
A literal cargo cult.
Weapons, both old and new, from a variety of worlds lie together in an incoherent pile, as if jumbled by a child's hand. Every gap is filled with the ammunition of different calibers. A man steps forward. The hideous burns on his head make it look like a ball of molten wax. The pupil of one of his eyes is clouded, but the other eye is sharp and alert. I heard a shuttle, and here you are. Not a tithe, not clerks, but guests from the riven sky. The chance we've long been waiting for. His guardsmen refer to you as captain. I do not know by whom or with what right that rank was given to you, but it means nothing to me. Every living tithe unit must be commanded by a sergeant. Where is yours? I need to take them to the I need you to take us to the Arbitus outpost. Our sergeant. We strung up our sergeant. The Arbitus gave him to us. They serve the riven sky, and nothing comes from the sky but evil. The guardsman's one eye studies your squad intently, as if calculating something. Solomon turns to you and comments in a flat voice. Murder of a superior officer, desertion of living tithe quarters, defamation of Adeptus Arbitus members. More than enough for a verdict. Abelard, explain to this man at once how you will address me. Abelard assumes a more stern expression and proclaims vociferously. Guardsman, before you stands RogueTrader Maximilian von Valancius, by the will of the Emperor, the ruler of millions of subjects, and the sovereign of many planets, Leethus included. From now on, you will show his lordship proper deference and obey any order without question. The man scrutinizes you from top to bottom. Yes, I see. I see the crux of the matter. You are someone very important. Someone whose arrival can turn the tide. This is even more than I expected. Who the hell are you? Self-proclaimed Captain Waltz, a stepchild of the Imperium, as we all are here. A living tithe abandoned to his fate. Oh my god, we were right. We were actually right.
Holy crap. So they literally just hold these people up here, waiting for them to get shipped out.
Oh! Yes.
Oh my
yes, they
God.
absolutely did.
And they've just got
Wow.
cabin fever and gone nuts.
Yeah. A living tithe abandoned to his fate, and a Death World veteran who ended up among recruits by mistake. And you admit to murdering your commander so easily? Commander? No. The enemy. He was hiding the truth from us and prevented us from taking action. His death opened the way to freedom and made us realize that there is nothing up there. We are on our own. You had better explain immediately what the warp is going on around here. Our illusions were shattered. Oh, did Toma come by? The Arbiters brought us here and left us to rot. For years we waited for our chance to die heroically in the name of the Imperium, until we realized the Imperium is gone. All there is the riven sky. What makes you think there's no Imperium? The revolting semblance of a smile appears in his melted face. Look around you. Everything you see was a tithe, a sacred payment to the Imperium. And what became of it? Why did it never travel to other worlds as we'd been promised? Why are we starving here instead of doing battle among the stars? Because there's nothing there. That's why. You saw my shuttle arrive with your own eyes. Where do you think I came from? The riven sky. You children of the Abyss. You children of the Abyss like to toy with our minds. You keep bringing new garbage here and dumping it on our heads, all just to maintain the feeble facade of your lies. And you keep talking about a future that will never come. Enough! What on earth is the riven sky? The guardsman chuckles. Don't try me. We both know the truth. The riven sky is the abyss that has devoured everything outside. The primordial darkness. Sometimes the sky sends people. They're imitations. Shadows wearing human skins. And they don't know they don't exist. But I see right through them. They come from the steel star with a scarlet overseeing eye. From your ruler's throne. Yeah, they've gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
They have gone absolutely fucking cabin fever wild. What the hell?
What nonsense. I, a fake? My name resounds through the Imperium. You must have heard of me. Must have, right? Abelard glass the planet now, because
Right.
no, there's so much loot.
Yes, loot the planet, then glass it.
Then glass it, yeah. You must have heard of me. You are not him. Just another of the sky's tricks. The captain's voice is unable to drown out the whispers of the guardsmen, who are already recounting your story to each other. Yeah.
Yes.
We are that glorious that even people here have heard of us. So if the Imperium does not exist, who feeds you? Break the containers open. Then we get our own sustenance. At least the food we have here is real. Your minions, the Arbiters, toss us some rations, but they aren't enough for the whole regiment. There are too many of us now. Your choice was between starving to death and desecrating the tithe. This mitigating circumstance will be taken into account during your sentencing. Insane. That's what your emissaries of the riven sky always say, because you're afraid of one who knows the truth. There is no truth in your doomed mind, guardsman. By succumbing to doubt, you have embarked on the path of the wicked, and now you will not escape judgment. For so it is said that all who despair shall betray, and all betrayal shall draw his retribution. So, what on earth do you need so many soldiers for? Me, No, no, no. We need each other. Only together can we take on the Raven Sky and its emissaries. First we take out the Arbiters, then we fly to the Steel Star in the sky. There we will strike down the false rulers and begin our restoration of the true Imperium. Look, I need to get to the Arbiter's outpost. Of course you do. What else? I know the way. I dream of their little fortress at night, overwhelmed in a flame. The avenues of approach, the adjacent high grounds, the shelters, they are all burned into my mind because of how often I think about that place. The stepchildren and I will arrive there very soon. I will raise the bloodied head of the false lord as spike and destroy the illusion that the Raven Sky has any power left in it. Then the other guard units will join me, and our march towards the stars will begin. Solomon rubs the bridge of his nose wearily. I have no further questions for anyone who is clearly out of their mind. The question I would like to ask is if there was ever a way to prevent this ugly situation.
Yeah, not dump people on a frickin' planet to wait.
You're one of those radical thinkers, aren't you?
I am. And quite crucially, don't dump them with all the weapons and arms. You fucking idiots.
Well, no matter your numbers, you will never take the Arbiter's outpost. The madman's face breaks into a smile. I'm sure that's what you think. You have one of the law dogs at your side. So you are the commander emissary of the Raven Sky. With you as my hostage, the Arbiters will open the gates to me without a fight. Take this one alive, stepchildren. We don't need the rest of them.
Take a knee and bow before me. Show them no mercy.
This is easily one of the weirdest places we've ever been. And there's competition. There's fierce competition for that title.
It's quite amazing, actually, that this is one of the weirder ones. We've been to Comora in this game.
Comora was what I expected, frankly.
I can't believe they just shoved the Tithe on a single planet and expected it to just
All too
wait.
easy.
That is crazy.
Because we both instantly recognized, hang on a minute.
Not a problem for me.
Like, doesn't the tide include people?
Yeah.
Suits my purposes.
Again, I love the developers for this.
Yeah, they've done such a great job. Like they've done such a fantastic job of showing how ineffective the Imperium actually is at its job.
Right.
Oh, crikey.
Can we get a good thing going here with
If I may,
Anyway, while the combat's going on, frequency dead. Are you a RogueTrader Warhammer fan,
I'm
or?
not accustomed to being ordered.
I mean, I assume so, considering how many of the videos you've gotten through. Jesus.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Basically, what are you asking? Is it
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
in case if you're interested in the game,
If I
Yes.
or someone experienced it like you did?
Yes.
may. I'm not accustomed to be now you're clad in scarlet.
Ooh,
God, that item is so good.
I am a navigator.
yeah. The ability to
not a
chuck two
servitor.
abilities straight out is really nice.
And not affect enemies now with your little stare.
Yeah, I can basically use it with impunity now.
Yep.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's have more.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hold on.
Gonna chuck a grenade, isn't it? I can feel it.
I've suffer.
Did he set the C4 down?
He set a C4 down and then blew it up straight away.
Frick.
Rick, and also, how did he not take damage from
I
that?
will bathe this
He's
battlefield
very
in
good at his
righteous
job.
fury. Faith without deeds is
That is one
worthless.
hell of a directional charge.
Doubt is for the weak.
That'll do.
I'll do it.
Bloody hell.
Right?
Solomon casts a grave look over the battlefield, then turns sharply to you. A change of tactics. We must cut off all the arrival points for the reinforcements. See those cables and counterweights? They're what's keeping the containers suspended. We will get rid of the counterweights, and the containers will fall and block the passages. Someone will have to climb into the semblance of a tank and open fire on these targets, while the rest activate the shell loading system using the cogitators and hold off the enemies. Choose who will man the tank. Well, this is a task for the RogueTrader, obviously. Good luck. We won't let the enemy get to you. Achievement. Of course I know what I'm doing. I also
Yo, we
think
do.
there's an achievement, unless I'm very much mistaken, about downing one of your allies.
Oh, yes, I think I remember that.
As the Emperor commands. Right is a prayer.
Why could it
Faith
go?
without deeds is worthless.
Yeah, we could do with her having a little bit more spray.
Be the fire in my heart.
We want that sometimes.
Yeah.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's stone.
Well, she's killed a lot of people.
As the Emperor commands,
He has.
I act.
Okay. I am become death.
That is awesome.
Let's get
It's just a shame that's a battle cannon rather than a demolisher.
Well, you can't have everything.
Yeah.
Moving into position.
Can you please get off Pascal?
No heretic escapes punishment.
There you go. Back his nuts. So,
Understood. The arbitrator judges.
good dog. I'm glad to go bite his nuts.
The order is clear.
Give it a running gun.
Assignment completed. Mark the target.
That's nice. He was able to get into melee.
Yeah.
I'm also very unfamiliar with how to play Solomon.
Yeah, we haven't
think
used him
he's-
as much.
Yeah. Now, Pascal, on the other hand.
Sport is no one route forward.
To be fair, we've climbed into that Lehman Russ tank to shoot the supports, but Pascal could probably just one-shot him.
Yeah, after he gets going. He turned around, unprompted, and point blanked me.
Oh, he's a servitor, I think.
No, he's a demolitionist.
Huh.
Oh well.
Running
How about this,
by
guys?
significant value.
Ah, I forgot to keep reloading. Well,
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My competencies are not that universal.
sure.
Running binary override.
Do a bit of whatever, I guess.
Let's make it quick.
How much health did the tank have again?
I didn't see actually.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Okay.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Guy definitely needs to die.
Yes.
I've seen worse
Which is an easy enough job on account of his current positions.
I took care of this one.
My vow is to serve. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Okay. Oh,
Just
At your
short.
beck and call.
Short.
My place is at the fore. Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust.
there we go.
It will be done.
Round 2. So they will keep coming, actually.
It shields me.
They're doing that Fire Emblem Awakening thing, though.
Yes.
They get
Let's get to it.
to come in and attack.
Yes.
Let's get to it.
Which
I really
always
dislike.
sucks. Yeah. Now, he did say we have to use the computer to, like, reload a shell, didn't he?
Make it quick.
Did it?
Step aside.
Yeah, I think Solomon
The
said that we had to
navigator is
use
coming.
the...
I did a thing. I don't know what thing. I'm actually a little bit surrounded here. Pascal, do me a solid.
Running binary. Omnissiah condemns you.
Oh! That was a big explosion.
That was. Ouch.
Request approved.
Oh!
Oh, fuck!
Okay, I should.
He
Because
nearly
it's kind
dropped
of random
Solomon.
whether he drops the overcharge area or the overcharge, you know,
Yeah.
Value.
singular.
The scriptural prognosis is
The demolitionists survive it really easily, by the way.
Yeah.
Do not dare ask.
Now, here's the thing,
Me?
right?
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oof. That's not a lot.
If I may.
Cleanses the body.
But that's automatic damage action.
Yeah.
Ah, that's actually a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I was really hoping I would destroy this.
Yes. That should destroy it.
No, can I? Yeah, but that's a tough boy. He'll survive it. Oh,
No,
no.
he didn't.
Oh, shit.
I think it's a one-hit kill.
Yeah. Oh,
Regardless.
I fucked up.
I'll do it.
Frequency Dead just said, I did a thing. I don't know what a thing, but I did it. Maximilian von Valancius. Quote.
Yep. Sadly, he did the worst thing. He knocked down Abelard.
I act.
Yeah, that's bad.
So Argenta now has the
As the
unenviable
Emperor
task
commands, I
of
act.
holding the line. Ooh. I didn't think I would get the achievement that way.
Yeah,
I'll do
no.
it.
I mean, you know, we got it though.
Let's get to it.
Now let's hope we survive,
Yeah.
which is looking bit tight at the moment, actually.
One of us would be enough.
I can't believe it.
The guilty
We took
will
down
fall.
Abelard. He took a direct hit from a battle cannon.
I'll take it as a
Took a direct
priority.
hit from a Lehman Russ. Oh.
It won't take long.
Apparently that's as far as we get.
Even my dog wouldn't do that.
Ah, send the dog forward.
Understood.
Hold on.
There's no such thing as a revive kit, is there, on this one?
Let's get to it.
Not that I'm aware of. Let me have a quick look.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Now that's a question. So can Pascal actually... in theory, yes. In practice, the damage isn't enough.
Right.
No, sorry. The damage is enough. I don't think it lets me.
Yeah. It has to be done with the.
No, it doesn't.
Ah.
Pascal
Okay.
can do it just fine. So where's the last support?
It's not that one. It's back right, I think.
Over here, yes.
It's yeah, there.
Good call.
The omniscient knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to serve.
Go. Will you stop that?
Out of my way.
I should have forgot about him. And it's fine.
Endure.
Well, maybe don't be that. Okay, at least now they're all coming from that direction. That's good.
Yes.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Let's power up the tank again.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the
And
Emperor
Argenta can
commands,
have
I
another
act.
go.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Which means Pascal gets another go.
Yep. Okay. Now Cassia,
I am a navigator, not
let's
a
attempt to
servitor.
kill this guardsman.
Me,
Yep,
as duty demands.
we're good.
Nice.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I believe I actually got the achievement.
Hold on.
Yeah. For killing Abelard as well.
So. Yeah, that'll do.
Out of my way.
Well, it did damage.
Yep.
Okay, Argentus go. Let's see if I can do a cheeky one.
doubt is for the
Hello,
weak.
boys.
Faith
Have you
without
prayed to the
deeds is
Emperor today?
worthless. As the Emperor commands. Each stroke is a prayer.
Yes. Whew. That got hairy,
Nice.
but for no real reason.
Yes.
Because I fucked up is why it got hairy. Fun though.
Yeah. You know what the worst bit is, though, don't you?
Yes, I've seen it. It's leveled up. Oh, there's a
I'll
chainsaw
lay
there.
claim to the stars.
So then, what's in here?
That's probably the direction to the thing.
No, I don't. Maybe this place is
My auspex has detected something.
maze.
Duty prevails.
Later. Loot. That's a command Dog wants to know, doesn't he? Stay,
Yeah.
roll over, attack, loot. Goodbye.
Ooh. Oh, we can unlock the door with it now, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
The corpse with insignia is of an Imperial Guard Vox operator. His battered knuckles and horrific injuries indicate he went down fighting. Vox plays the log of the most recent messages. 353rd Company, come in. This is Private Wilger. I've lost my unit. I've been wandering in this infernal cargo maze for 5 full days now. Requesting assistance. I've run out of rations. I'm hungry as a dog. I feel like eating the sling on my last gun. I can see smoke, probably from some kind of camp, but I don't see a path to get there. I'll try to circle around. Wilger out. This is Private Wilger. Come in. I've lost sight of the smoke. Can't tell where I am now. I did find a container packed with delicacies, though. Something called roe, which seems to be eggs from actual genuine fish. All in synth capsules, vacuum sealed. There is enough food for a whole company here. Maybe that'll get you to respond? Wilger out. It's Wilger. Come in. It's been a week. Respond. Anybody? I hate it. I hate roe. You found an entire container of caviar.
I
Yep.
won't tolerate
Oh,
weakness.
look at the insignias on the front of all the cargo containers. So there's ours, but the others are different.
No, that's the Valances one. It's just painted
is the
on as a 3D.
Ah, right, okay. I was wondering if it was like the Calagos and the other one.
And I will keep an eye out for that, actually, because that's a good catch. Bloody inefficient hell.
Yeah.
This has to be,
A new challenge for me?
like I said, worse than the bloody warp.
Yeah. Genuinely, this is like... Oh, look, that's a Tau drone sticking out of that crate.
It is! Holy shit, it is! Ooh, new
Oh, the
shield.
cock is a... Ooh, nice. Well, the cock is a Tau drone in there for...
Yeah, look at that! So cool!
Holy shit.
Anyone rush over here? Yeah, an entire goddamn Tau drone. Macro shells. A container full of body parts, from what it looks like over
Those?
here. Well, you know, for the skull throne. That's
That's cool.
That's called a.
Yes.
That's incendiary symbol.
Yes.
There's administratum paperwork. Can we reach there by any capacity? No.
Not yet, I don't think.
So, it's down here, through here, through here. But no way to access this. Then again, there's an elevator.
Mm,
But I think that's further in.
yeah.
Any ideas?
I'm not sure.
And apparently there's supposed to be loot here, actually.
I think there might be a couple of bits underneath the crate that landed.
Ah, you think it's like generic loot?
Oh, no, wait, no, it's...
Victory awaits.
Yeah, I think it is generic, actually.
Oh, yeah. There's
there you
guardsman
go.
remains right under here. There we go. Got it.
Yeah. No, let's try the lift.
Let's crack on. Not one bit of loot will escape the rogue trader's grasp. After all, it is all rightfully mine. Oh shit! It's the. Oh. I thought there would be more.
Yeah.
No, we're here. So have we missed something?
We might have, actually. Let's head back.
Okay, I'm gonna quick save just in case.
Yeah.
Let's hit it with a level up.
Yeah, ready?
We're not first for some reason, but Maximilian.
Personal oversight.
Yeah, more resolve. That's fine.
Then
I'm gonna put it in-
Medicae.
Yeah, I'm putting it in commas.
Mhm.
To be fair, we could probably use 1 point in Medicae. Because we can't actually use any. So. Abelard.
Desolation.
Yeah, that's good.
And then Medicae.
Yeah. Sinkaraz is done, so that sounds good. Pascal.
2 options, either sharpshooter or ballistic calculations.
Got sharpshooter. Ballistic calculations. Logic and techniques are done.
Awareness.
Well, not a bad choice. You know what I would invest in?
Lord Xenos.
Lord Xenos. Oh, his medic is 100 as well. Yeah, because we lack Lord Xenos in the party. Agenta.
Point blank.
Point blank.
And then either Medicae or awareness.
Her awareness is pretty decent. I'll put it in Medicae.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Seize the initiative. And then law, warp, or awareness.
Awareness. All aboard.
There is Solomon. Here we are. Tenderize.
Enter. Yeah, that's nice. Version's done.
And Medicae.
Okay, let's save and talk to the Arbiters.
Okay.
If there's any issues, package. Doc Proctor Adriana Jaeger, Outpost T-M/255. Greetings, RogueTrader. The woman hailing you could hardly be called ancient, and it seems her life has been in hardly be called ancient, but it seems her life has been arduous enough to turn her hair grey well before its time. Greetings, Jaeger. The lack of provisions and order here has driven the recruits to anarchy. You were supposed to keep the guardsmen in good shape. I'm awaiting an explanation. They have spawned extra mouths and rebelled against their commanders. There were too few of us to prevent this, but we will not issue a single extra ration merely over an unplanned human surplus. So you stuck a bunch of people on this planet and you expected them to sit around not fucking.
Right.
Oh my god. I wouldn't even ask if you've tried to petition the Administratum for additional provisions. I know it's not in your instructions, and I can see that you do not care about this human surplus, as you put it. Why is the landing pad? I formally apologize on the behalf of the Adeptus Arbitus. We have been forced to stockpile shipments of weapons and explosives within the walls of the outpost to keep the living tithe from getting to them. I was attacked by guardsmen. More blood, more losses among the living tithe. The arbitrator rubs her temple wearily. This world clearly has problems. I almost got killed, and you're worried about the damage to the tithe. The damage to the tithe is real, while your death remains in the realm of speculation.
Remains in the realm of What? Oh!
Ask that you do not forget who you are addressing, Mistress Jaeger. Be mindful of your words.
By the way, we just got a follow from Isla Harris 1.
Liar Harris. Thank you very much.
And they said, hey, what's up?
What's that?
What's up?
Oh god, we're old.
We're so old now. Hey, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us.
Do not confuse my responsibilities with yours. My duty is to guard the tithe, not ingratiate myself with people of higher standing. Solomon looks you in the eye and shakes his head. It is pointless. She has spent too much time in this insane place. Are you able to speculate how likely the following development is to occur? The RogueTrader sends his insolent law woman to the most throne-forsaken planet there is, where she will guard the dust at her feet for the remainder of her life. In solitude! Considering the necessity of the Leethus Arbitus maintaining its alliance with your dynasty, the Marshal may well give this assent to such a penalty. Yegi bows her head. This insolent law woman has fully earned her punishment and will be watching her mouth from now on. Too damn right. Why have you not dealt with the insurgents? They nearly stole a tank! And it killed Abelard!
Do you want to rephrase that?
Nope, I do not. I don't know why you would say that. I do not care to rephrase that statement. RogueTraders don't kill people, tanks kill people!
So full of shit.
Yay. The tithe is taking damage. I'm aware of that. However, we cannot afford an operation to capture and eliminate the insurgents. This would cause losses among the arbitrators, which would be catastrophic in our current situation. We barely have enough people to stand watch and man the planetary defense weaponry. So where do you suppose this leaves container loading systems? We are forced to keep order only when we can. For the time being, cargo loss is still within the administratum regulated norm of deterioration. This Imperium, man, this Imperium is just killing me. Does Gilliman know this shit's happening on the daily?
Oh, I guarantee you he has not been told. Do you want to be the asshole that has to go up to Gilliman and go, so, big guy?
Big baby blue.
Yeah, sorry, big baby blue. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but there are planets out there with so many frickin' resources on them that are just sat there rotting. And we don't know where half of them are.
Also, Frequency has posited that Abelard is clearly a perpetual, so it's not a problem if he's been killed by a tank.
He deserves it. After his fucking performance, he deserves it. Oh, Christ.
I insist if he was aboard the Vengeful Spirit, the Emperor would still be alive.
Right. By the way, Al Harris.
We went in a tank.
Yes. By the way, Al Harris, are you a fan of RogueTrader, or are you just stopping by to say hello?
Say yes. In the meantime, your supervision of the living tithe is insufficient. Given the secrecy of the planet, the number of arbitrators available, and the capriciousness of them all, the current supervision is optimal. It is not up to standard, and that is putting it mildly. But neither we nor the Administratum can provide more. See, you're completely incompetent in this matter. Acknowledged, RogueTrader. Your dissatisfaction will be recorded in the minutes for this meeting and addressed according to the general procedure. Now, let us move on to the purpose of your unannounced inspection. The authenticity of the Administratum and Adeptus Arbitis authorizations has been verified upon your vessel's identification. I am aware that this is not a social visit. Speak plainly. Why has the head of the dynasty come here in person? The Marshal has ordered the tithe to be transported to Dargonus. Start loading the barges. Jaeger lifts her gaze to the foul skies of Leethus. So that's how it is, after so many years. Understood, RogueTrader. We will begin loading immediately. I wonder if that will open some paths.
I think it might do, yes.
Are things collapsing?
Probably, yeah. Christ, oh my, how much? Yeah.
Seven days later.
Lord Captain, your shuttle pilots report that due to the loading activity, it is no longer possible to keep the shuttle on Leethus surface. There is a risk of collision with the cargo handling mechanism. The shuttle will remain in orbit until it can land safely at the Arbiter's outpost and take you aboard.
I apologize for the inconvenience, RogueTrader. If it's any consolation, the loading process is nearly complete, and only a few formalities remain. In particular, we need the tithe inventory. The clerk Tertius Court, the clerk Tertius Court has it. As much as it offends me, I must ask you to return him to the outpost. That said, retrieving the inventory without the clerk will also suffice. Sending the RogueTrader on errands. The nerve of this woman. Why don't you go fetch him yourself? All arbitrators are busy remotely monitoring the transport protocol. No one leaves the outpost alone, which means we would have to form a unit. And that in turn means the loading process would stop. Believe me, I would have never asked the RogueTrader to run an errand for me. But I'm doing my best to streamline the process.
The process is questionably streamlined. According to the initial data analysis, these laypeople demonstrate an efficiency ratio of under 38.45%.
I would have gone lower, Pascal. It is easy to judge for one that has not had to rot here through the long years of waiting amidst dust storms, predators, and madmen worse than any beast. Yet we survived, and will continue to do all that is possible and impossible alike using the strength of the few that yet remain on this world, esteemed Magos. We'll see to the clerk. Where do I find him? The section that Court is currently taking inventory is not far from here. We have blocked the passage so that the living tithe does not bother the scribes. I will clear the way for you now. He gives the data slate a few quick swipes with her finger. Is there anything else I need to know about the clerk? Is he a mutant? A heretic? A necron? I don't know. The ineptitude of these people could have missed that. Hardly. But I can give a brief resume. Like other scribes, Court was personally selected by the prefect to maintain the inventory. He is meticulous, efficient, and incredibly committed. I saw him on several occasions, and he was always immersed in his work. Ege frowned slightly. Perhaps even obsessively so. Have to be a madman. I have some questions at any rate. I'm listening, RogueTrader. How do you keep the tithe safe? Well, they don't. How do you keep the tithe safe with such a small force at your disposal? The first line of defense is secrecy. No one knows the coordinates of this world except the Marshal and now you. The second is the automated defenses and the communication systems between the warehouses. Each arbitrator is responsible for their own sector and keeps it secure. There is also the last line of defense. It was provided to us by Theodora von Valancius at the request of the Adeptus Arbitus. The bowels of Leethus are packed with cyclonic bombs, manufactured to special order on Kiava Gamma. In the event of the imminent loss of the world to enemy attack, we will trigger the Oblivion Directive and completely annihilate the planet. The tithe is paramount. It cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands, and we are willing to go down with it to prevent that from happening. Jaeger, how long have you been here? For many years, RogueTrader. When I first set foot on Leethus, my hair was like a raven's wing, and there was a stupid certainty in my head that I would be here for a dozen cycles at most. Thankfully, Leethus has bitten the rotten habit of hoping and making plans out of me and taught me patience and humility instead. Collecting the tithe is meaningless, to say nothing of stockpiling it. The moor is closed and there is no telling when it might reopen. It would have been better if the tithe hadn't been collected at all. Yes! Exactly!
Oh,
Oh!
fucking real. They're
could have
putting
been-
in...
Go on.
No, they're putting in so much effort to collecting and protecting the tithe. It would have been easier and better to just distribute those resources out amongst the expanse.
Or reinvest them at the very least.
Yeah, or reinvest or do something with them other than just leaving them to rot on a planet.
Something resembling anger sparks in her lifeless eyes. Tithe collection is a sacred pillar, and a sign that the dominion of the Imperium is strong. Without it, worlds would think that they were free of all obligations, and use the resources for their own needs. Oh no, how monstrous. Would they feel compelled to pay the tithe again after the moor reopened? Of course not. There would be unrest, riots, disorder. This is why it is important to collect the tithe at all times, regardless of circumstance. No! Have you had much hands-on experience with entire sectors and dying planets being cut off from the Imperium? There must be other ways to display power. Ones that do not incur the death of millions, for example. Yeah, you'd think. Take my leave. Absolute muppets.
Honestly, like...
Follow my lead.
Oh, before you go down, check the rest of the compound up there.
Oh. I thought that the correct way was gonna be through the compound. But it isn't. Okay?
Yeah. No, it's such a staggering waste. Especially when you consider, like,
Operation
how much...
successful.
Ooh.
Scope shot. Good damn. Warrior round. Oh, nice.
Yes.
The weapons are arranged in strict order.
None shall stand
In vivid
in my
contrast to
way.
the haphazardly aligned walls of containers just beyond the outpost.
Whoa, dude, look to the... When you come out of here, look to the right.
Yep.
There's, like, some sort of enormous cannons.
I did glimpse something like that. So, armor.
Armor.
Yeah.
You have his... Yeah.
What is this? Will the successful attacks of opportunity mobilize the target? Better than Abelard's? It doesn't add deflection and parry. But I like the idea of immobilize.
Hmm.
Okay. This is a cannon.
It looks like it, right?
I think it is.
Yeah, they're ship's cannons. Holy shit.
Bloody hell. A horrific waste of resource. Decayed books rest on the gilded pedestal. The plaque underneath bears the half-faded letters of an inscription in High Gothic. Lex Imperialis, volume 964, addendum 33b. It stacks of paper and diagrams, their meanings obscured
Was a worthwhile
by
investment.
codes and ciphers.
On the desk.
Oh wow, that is tiny. Arbitrator signal ring. Whenever protected is used on the RogueTrader, the Overseer gets 1 AP. Cybermaster's attacks against the target are triggered by the RogueTrader too. Bit situated.
Yeah.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Again, they've done such a good job of portraying how disgustingly wasteful and, like, stuck in the dogma they are.
No, Owlcat understood the
better
hell
myself
out of the
through my
assignment.
service.
Yeah, and they've delivered.
The papers are covered in cramped handwriting. When you stop examining it more closely, it turns out to be a single endless string of numbers. This container is filled to the brim with dried, polished human bones. One can barely make out the ecclesiarchy symbol on the rusted plasteel.
These people were supposed to bring death to enemies of humanity. But instead they became trapped in this place. How many of them died here without ever having experienced the bliss of doing battle in the Emperor's name?
Exploring.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Nice. Heavy stench of death spreads from this container. Judging by the markings, some guardsmen ended up inside by accident. Judging by the dents, they did not make it.
Never doubt me.
God. Ooh.
Coffin Maker Sledge. Weapon single target damage deals additional damage equal to the target's maximum wounds. That's pretty good. But any better than what Abelard is currently having? Slightly, I think. Yeah. No. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted, game. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. We also got another, didn't we? Got a chainsaw.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Must have been a generic one. Okay. Cool. But yeah, how wasteful. Like, that's why I say, like, it against any other sci-fi setting. Yes, the 40k has the firepower, but they so lack everything else. A glittering object on the corpse's hand. Oh yeah, it's that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that? The creaking of a container. It's some kind of creature howling. It's trying to scare us away by screaming or calling to its own kind. Prepare for the worst. Someone has taken shelter in the old container. There is a simple bed and a table, both of which are buried in data slates and papers. The walls are scribbled over in unintelligible calculations.
The thing that gets me about this as well, right, is that these people have been left here for decades. Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
The excrement of a large creature. You see guardsmen, dog tags, and pieces of armor. Okay, so you were saying, left here for decades?
Yeah, they were left here for decades to serve no purpose whatsoever.
Yes. You are, in fact, correct.
And that's like, holy shit. Like, that's basically they've been sentenced to a prison world.
Worse, actually.
Yeah.
And Pascal is registering a violation of the standards of interaction with the objects categorized as tithe collected. Dodge penalty of the wearer's armor reduced by 10%. Wearer's agility 60 or more reduced by 15 instead. That's pretty decent. And a retinal analyzer. Right.
Yeah.
You do shield bashes? Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. Now he looks proper.
Yeah.
Victory awaits!
Ah. So how much chaos corruption is there on this planet by, like, volume?
Oh, chaos, corruption, alien shit, like... There's got to be so much crap here.
Right? The grey-clad man taps his fingers on his data slate. His bulky head implant showers the surroundings liberally with sparks. 200 million? No, didn't account for corrosion. But where? Abelard, tell the scribbler what I'm here for. The seneschal's booming voice causes a small avalanche of grain in one of the open containers. His lordship, RogueTrader Maximilian von Valancius, bearer of the sacred warrant, has come to collect the inventory of the tithe shipment. The clerk winces and mutters mechanically. Tertius Court, rank 3 scribe of the Departmento Catalogus. Quantity 1. The inventory. His dry, reddened eyes fix upon you. There is no RogueTrader on the inventory. I can't give you anything before I fill in the forms. So let's start with the retinue. Relax, Tertius. There is no time for any further inventory taken. Just give us the report and we will take you to the shuttles without any trouble. The clerk's thin shoulders relax a little. I believe you, but the report. Just one more tiny bit of stock taking, alright? Oh my god, he enjoys it. Fine, but make it quick. The clerk gets to work enthusiastically, as if he hadn't heard you. A member of the Adeptus Arbitus, quantity 1. A non-standard issue Cybermastiff, quantity 1. Physical integrity, below average. Configuration, secondary. Jaw, prognathous and powerful. All of the above applies to both units. No offense, but I would not trust you with an inventory of Glato shit. With how deranged you are. And to think that someone gave you the Expanse's entire tithe to freely desecrate. Guard Private, aged, quantity 1, deterioration, high, and fit for duty. I'm not even sure which offends me more. You're invalidating me or you're mistaking me, an officer of the Navy, for an expendable guardsman. One old fart guardsman. Guardsman? Navy, thank you very much. I see a branch rivalry is alive and well in the 41st millennium.
Oh, yes.
A servitor of non-standard configuration. Quantity 1. Frame feeble. Functionality dubious. Signs of subpar lobotomy evident.
This unit's degraded cognitive capacity is confirmed. The unit's functional value is unconfirmed. Requesting termination of vital functions in the name of mercy.
Pascal continues to be a sassy bitch. A sister of the Adeptus Sororitas. Quantity 1. Beauty, indescribable. Grace, perfect. Majesty, extraordinary. You're inventing some lady of the court in the place of the warrior you are looking at. What is this so-called inventory? A mutant with albinism. Quantity 1. The gill slits suggest an ocean world origin. Note, skin desiccated. Placement in the liquid-filled tank recommended to avoid spontaneous disposal. Servants' callers are mad. Wait, did you call me a fish?
She was ready to go into a whole spiel about describing his hues. Wait, did he just call me a fish?
This concludes the inventory of the retinue. Proceeding to take inventory of the RogueTrader. Well, let us see what you have to say. How short your lifespan is about to be. A RogueTrader. Quantity 1. Bloodstained counted attire. 20. Could you turn around? 26. Equipment condition excellent. Limb count satisfactory. Appearance unremarkable. Self-importance elevated. Elevated self-importance? What? Yes, the assessment is standardized. Don't argue with it. The clerk touches him.
Oh, God.
The clerk touches his implant pensively. It has finally stopped sparking. Excellent. Very good. We are almost done. Now, to finalize your inventory record, please take off your clothes. You know what? I'm going all the way. Sure, why not? I want to see where this madness takes us. Just one question. Are you aware that this will go into the report of the Marshal? Solomon's iron palm covers his face. Or worse. Do you actually want this in the report? Damn straight! Measure from the base.
You asked for my assistance? This is what it comes as.
Lord Captain, why can't you be like any other rogue trader in how you express your eccentric side? You could reserve a deck for Grox races. You could use your crew members as human pieces in games of regicide. At a pinch, you could have your face carved into an asteroid. The Lady Navigator covers her brightly blushing cheeks and turns away. One eye of mine will behold that image, not one. The clerk grabs his quill greedily, ready to catalogue your every birthmark and scar.
Oh my god.
Okay, you be like any other rogue trade.
Do you think all the seneschals meet up and like bet on who's rogue trade?
100%. Whenever there's a formal function when all the rogue traders and retinues are there, absolutely all the senates are like, so, what's the damage on yours?
Fucking Frequency Dead just said, oh my.
Inventory of the rogue trader complete. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, regarding the tithe. We have a description of us. Yet it's an item.
Whoa!
If the wearer's name is Maximilian von Valancius. Dual skills.
It's holy. It's fucking great. The shit.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely amazing. I got an achievement.
Did you?
It's a tape measure. I love this guy so much. Please understand, I need time for additional inventory taking. Just a little. A couple of years. No, decades. Tertius's face brightens suddenly as his implant flashes again. Ah, yes, of course. Let me open the path to the cogitator. That's where the inventory is. Well, in the mad world of 40k, with all these mad people, you are one of the top hits.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
It is. That is quite remarkable.
That entire section was beautiful. I'd want to do this again with every other party member.
Yes, to
Like,
see what
I
they all
want to
have
see
to
what
say.
like Marajai or Iliad would have to say. Oh my god. Hid in the container when things started to look bad on the old Heartless. Hey, that's the ship we commandeered, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he was trying to steal some of the tithe, wasn't he?
We'll climb out once they unload the goods at the port warehouse. I bet those thick-headed lawmen won't even realize they've graciously brought a couple of ratsies right to the precious hoard. Got no food here, though it's as cold as the grave. Sorry, I assumed Skaven. It's fine, we'll manage. They're not gonna drag this all the way to the other side of the sector, are they? Soon Trey and Kyra are gonna be the richest rats in the whole expanse. Yes, yes!
God's
Absolutely
sake, though,
beautiful.
this place is ridiculous.
Yeah, 40k shines so bright when it focuses on this weirdness.
Yes.
Emaciated, blue-skinned frozen corpses cling to this container's lid with broken nails. Shattered knives lie at their feet. The patches on their clothes bear the name Heartless.
Was there nothing else on top of that ladder?
Oh no, got it.
You got it.
Oh!
Oh, shit! It's one of those!
I was about to say Ambulus, but that's from Warframe.
Yeah,
Ambul?
something like that. Yeah.
Amble, yeah.
It's
Holy shit, that is so cool.
it's fucking awesome. Hang on. It's Necromunda, isn't it?
Yeah.
Necromunda.
Wait, Necromunda, no, it was in Blackstone Fortress.
Was it Blackstone Fortress? It
was in the same box as the Man of Iron, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. How do you spell it? A-M...
A-M-B-U-L-L. Holy shit, an amble. Like, they're bringing out the weird shit. I love it.
Yeah.
Suits my purposes. Nothing I can't do.
I was not expecting to find one of these.
Not at all, no.
All too easy. Absolutely not. I'll pass. Not a problem for me.
Okay. Ah, come on. Left him on 1.
Yeah.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. If only that were possible. That is foolishness. I'm not accustomed.
Yeah, I can't find the Blackstone Fortress on the 40k
If you insist,
site. They must not sell it anymore. But yeah, that is definitely the model.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Holy crap, that is awesome.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Unexpected.
Yeah, they brought out some real freaking gems for this.
Duty go hand in hand.
Oh,
My dog.
he hit the dog. Bastard.
Yep.
Guided by faith. It's nothing. I'll do it.
Fine.
Doubt is for the
Take
weak.
it. Here you go.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
1500 health. Is that all you can muster, Saruman?
Oh. Still waking up.
Young Amble. Here you go.
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen. As the
Sadly-
Emperor commands, I act.
In a bit of a state.
Rejoice in battle. Doubt
Sam?
is for the weak.
Kick it away.
Nice.
Yeah, shoot it in the taint. Now, that thing is very much, as the children say, in my grill.
Do the kids say that?
Probably not. Abelard. Idiot.
Nothing I can't do. I will do my duty. It will be done.
Waste an entire action to move one
Tried
square.
and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed. One for your target.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Victory is imminent.
Oh. Who wants one of these? Meantime, Pascal, can you also?
The scriptural prognosis is Zion condemned.
Nice.
I don't have line of sight. Ah.
Bugger.
So that's where I would want an Overwatch ability.
Yes.
Knows all, comprehends all.
Already done.
There's something going off with the auras when they
Nothing
stack.
I can't.
They absolutely tank my FPS.
Yeah. Well, we were having the same issue with Henrik's, weren't we?
Suits
Yep.
my purposes.
Had a very effective build, but sadly, I had to can it to save an FPS of all.
Right.
Nothing I can't do. I took care of this one.
Yeah.
I'm enraged.
That was the whole last choice you just made.
Right.
Keep running away.
That was
Keep running away.
insulting.
How dare you? I'm offended.
We've got a job to do, Glato.
Play-Doh, fight it.
Nom nom nom.
I didn't do a whole lot.
No.
Okay.
Accepted.
So, go the grisly adjudication.
I'll take it as a right. No heretic escapes punishment.
And again,
Understood. The arbitrator judges.
God damn it.
Ooh.
Stand down and die like a...
The order is clear. No heretic escapes punishment.
I suppose it's not really a man, is it? It's if it's a mother. I don't know how any biology works.
Stand and die like a proper Xenos.
Yeah. You don't see the Dark Elder running away.
The scriptural promise is negligible.
All good. All good. Cooking.
Request approved. Running binaric override.
Okay, there's an amble here. Let's
I will
make it
do my duty.
history. Then I can use the charge to reach the here.
What? You a target.
Stop running away. Ow. Do I have a bit of a problem?
Request approved. My competencies are not that universal.
Why can't he shoot? Heroic act. The hell?
Is he out? Oh no, he's not out of AP.
I
Follow my
don't actually
lead.
know what happened though. I don't
I
like
don't
to shoot
back your
either.
call.
Oh,
It will be done. I've suffered worse.
but of course, you know, you can still
Indeed.
kick it.
And that killed it.
Wait, that was a trap?
Oh,
It's about time.
I thought I think he just lived here.
right.
Oh yeah. The back has closed.
Oh,
I didn't even realize we got trapped.
no, I didn't.
Huh. Bastard!
Right?
How dare you?
There's some gear on the floor, I think, from one of the dudes. And there's a paw print at the top of the screen.
So, these people were buried up to their necks in the sea. Their agony forever imprisoned with twisted faces. So this was a farce. A muffled growl comes from deep beneath the sand. The moment you approach, the sound fades. Your blood starts pumping in your temples. You feel your lips stretching into a vicious grip. Intimidating growl. Ah,
What's a shield?
requires heretical.
Ah.
Oh, whenever they block the counterattack with additional damage. That's really good.
That is really good.
Your jaw aches from the rage, and your crimson lumps of clay remind you of torn flesh. Your hands find a bundle wrapped in yellow rag. Back later. Fetch. I was expecting him to drag it back.
Yeah, so was I.
Oh, good dog. I wasn't expecting it, but you know, good dog. Agenda. Get this out of here. I also don't feel like that required a melter charge.
No.
Oh, you're back. You are back? The clerk gives you a hounded look, his implant crackling ominously. You've eliminated the ambles. Good. I'm crossing them off the inventory. How many injuries have you sustained? I must account for the units of blood spilled. There is no cogitator in the inventory, is there? The clerk's eyes well up. What would stop you? I have a job to finish. You can't imagine how hard this is. The workload, the responsibility. Please understand. I'm on my own here. Well, almost. The clerk acts in a conspiratorial whisper. There's another scribe here who works at night and litters the reports with errors. You didn't realize the consequences of attempting to kill a rogue trader. Yes, death. But with you gone, the tide would have stayed here. You would have given me time. Minting the target, filling in the last form. These are the only things that matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Imperium personified.
Yep.
He has lost his mind and is unlikely to recover it. I see no point in judging a madman. I suggest simply collecting the inventory and leaving. Why so few clerks assigned to an entire planet? There used to be more of us. 5 died of exhaustion. 3 were killed in collapses of tithe assets. 2 were eaten by ambles. Another 10. No, 11. I don't know. Administratum replenishments are too rare. This world is too highly classified. How many ambles do you got here in the first place? Or how did ambles get here in the first place? Ambles. Repulsive, aggressive pests. They adapt to any environment. This world is infested with them. They got the tithe and gobbled... They go to the tithe and gobbled up everything they saw. They had to empty the inventory. The clerk's voice falters and turns into inconsolable weeping. He's mad. He's mad.
He's actually loopy.
Enough. Where is the inventory? It's incomplete. Crab recoils and clutches his head with a moan. The inventory is in my implant, and it's notifying me of uncounted for assets all the time. The clerk whimpers. His implant creaks in response. My head is the inventory. I will take it.
Oh, I feel like we'd be well within our rights and justified in our actions in just killing it.
Yes. Not another word, and do not even think about falling behind. The clerk sobs and lowers his sparkling head, ready to follow you. This is going to be a random collection of crap, not the time.
Yeah. I mean, they've let so much of it deteriorate. There's just not as much left.
No, take it.
Come on. Did we just...
Did we hire Frank from Helldivers?
I was just about to say, is Frank here?
Just landed on the guy. He's dead. RogueTrader, we are now in the final stage of the loading process. Consequently, your shuttle is finally able to maneuver around and land. As soon as the matter of the inventory is settled, you will be free to depart. Here's your clerk. What's next? We do not have much left to load. The bulk of it is already on the barges, and the rest is being delivered automatically. We merely need to decide what to do with the living tithe. They have bred irresponsibly and now twice as numerous as before. What do you mean by they have bred? They opened a bakery room. These guardsmen have been on Leethus for years, if not decades, and new ones keep arriving all the time. They disregard regulations, form clans, start families, and procreate. Such as the pernicious consequences of their aimless existence, and proof of their lack of fortitude. No, it isn't! No, it really isn't, Solomon! They're regular-ass people you stuffed on a planet. They're basically colonists. Except without purpose.
Yeah.
Ah!
Like, what gets me is, like, they weren't even sent to training. Or,
Nope.
you know, like, nothing. It was just, wait here.
There were no orders to breathe. Take as many as required and leave the rest here. Drive the excess into the deepest pit and seal off the entrance. That is how you dispose of refuse. No! They are people, not a living tithe. Take everyone. If there is not enough room, throw out something rotten. Dr. Jaeger notes without taking her eyes off the data slate. Evidently, the fate of these people interested her only within the framework of statistics. Then it is settled. Your shuttle is ready to depart. We will take care of... The space around you suddenly fills with screeches and crackles that pour from every vox, caster, and speaker. Then you hear a deep male voice.
Query. Invitation to the Von Valancius orbital station. Uploading coordinates into the shuttle central cogitator. Complete. Purpose. Finalizing the Oblivion Directive.
The voice goes into a guttural, gurgling cough.
Carry not offspring. If you delay, you will be blown up along with the extraneous subjects.
Blast it! Iggy whispers, grabbing her data slate and typing fronting commands into it. Abelard wrinkles his face tentatively. That voice. Does it sound familiar? Oh, why would it? Forgive me, Lord Captain, I'm hearing things. Who are you?
Answers. Yes, we have always had a thirst for knowledge. I will satisfy your curiosity when you come to. I need to know if you have what it takes to see this through. Now hurry. This world will soon cease to exist.
What the fuck?
What the fuck indeed?
Jaeger's data slate is flashing a panic thread. The augurs are recording anomalous seismic activity. Someone has started arming the cyclonic bombs in the bowels of Leethus. The machine spirits are rejecting all counter litanies. The planet is done for. Cannot stop this. Her lips tighten into a white streak and her data slate falls to the ground. The Proctor raises her weapon, followed by the rest of the arbitrators. I demand an explanation, RogueTrader. Why can't we block the Oblivion? Is this your doing? What do you think you're doing, Jaeger? Lower your weapon this instant.
He took out his...
Yeah.
yeah.
Dare demand an explanation from a RogueTrader? My job is to guard the tithe, even from a RogueTrader if necessary. Kindly explain yourself, or I will be forced to take action. Enough, Jaeger. Not only are your efforts not helping to protect the tithe, they are actually hurting the cause. Lay down your weapons before you make one final mistake. I see you no longer serve the Lex Imperialis, but the interests of the RogueTrader. Jaeger resolutely clutches her weapon. Would we perhaps try to avoid bloodshed? That depends entirely on you and what you're about to tell me. I have a proposal. I will find out who caused this commotion and why. Then we will travel to Dargonus and go before the Marshal together, nope. But you find that there are too many inconsistencies in this story? What if the situation is not, in fact, the result of some insanely devious plan of mine? Have you considered that I may have been unwittingly involved in someone else's scheme? No. It's all quite simple. Either you wait on my ship while I sort everything out, or you perish ignominiously by my hand.
Yeah.
Or Abelard, like Pickles is suggesting, will turn you into a pig of mist. You're so confident you have the upper hand. Jaeger's eyes dart all over you, clearly reassessing the threat in your favor. Did you hear those strange noises on the Vox line? This is what intercepted transmissions sound like. How would any of my servants do that? Perhaps someone is trying to frame you, or there are even more convoluted motives involved. Bolton's muzzle lowers slowly, as if overcoming an invisible obstacle. I see no need for further confrontation. Consider the issue settled for now. We will board your flagship and you will investigate the identity of the perpetrator. Let us return to this matter in the Marshal's presence on Dargonus. Okay. What
I
on
won't
earth
tolerate
is going on?
weakness.
I actually would have thought we were done now.
Yeah, I would have as well, but apparently not.
What did you do, Theodora?
Right?
That smacks of a Theodora situation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think she was planning to steal the tithe eventually?
Oh.
Or there's something in the tithe that she's basically keeping hidden?
I mean, I suppose if she wanted to steal the tithe and then blow up the evidence.
Before we, sort everything out. Loot. Hippity hoppity.
My success is an irrefutable.
Lady Theodora's mantle. I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
At the start of the turn, if there are more enemies than allies, the wearer deals 20% more damage with melee. That's actually really good. Because that's basically always the case.
Yeah.
And the first turn is the turn that matters.
Yes.
Much like the real 40 game. A human torso is built into the massive cogitator. Countless cables entangle the shriveled body and snake under the pale skin. I don't know what voice would be good for that.
Mechanical voice.
Identification. RogueTrader von Valancius. Initiating the final stage of the Oblivion Directive.
A ragged wheeze escapes the vox screen, and the man's speech becomes more animated and bilious.
You have arrived at last, Offspring. At last. Everything ends. Go on. Take the last step. Confirm the execution of the directive. And in doing so, destroy Leethus. Take his riches. And free me from this unbearable vigil.
Explain to me what is going on now.
You really do not know. Did she choose not to tell you? Or did she not get a chance? It doesn't matter anymore. Yours is the blood of the dynasty. And so I am compelled to give you this answer.
The man announces in a mechanical voice.
Supreme Ordinance. The arrival of the head of the von Valancius dynasty with the purpose of extraction of the tithe triggers the immediate activation of the Oblivion Directive by the Watcher of Leethus. At the moment of the directive's activation, the machine spirits of the initiation systems are bound in Prometheus Proxima class Cogni Shackles. The Cogni Shackles cannot be removed by any means. The directive guarantees the RogueTrader's acquisition of the planet's assets and the destructions of Leethus, presented as being caused by the actions of the enemies of humanity.
Yep.
Theodora, you devious bitch!
Yep.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, very good plan. Holy shit.
She suggested this. So the moment the maw opened, and the planet was at its maximum tithe levels, she would show up, load everything up on the ship to transport it safely to Dargonus, you understand?
Oh, yes,
Oh, you know.
absolutely.
Transport it rightfully to the Imperium, and then boom, planet blows up. Theodora goes, damn those dastardly Xenos.
Yeah,
And
they
she-
destroyed the whole time.
And she gets decades worth of an entire sector's worth of loot.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
Cutthroat.
brilliant.
I like it. Very good. So, Lady Theodora intended to steal the tithe from the start. She arranged the world's destructions to cover her tracks, installed a servant to keep an eye on things, and even made a contingency plan in case her own death. All she needed was an opportune moment. This one. With the expanse being torn apart, the planet's death looks convincing. An outrageous accusation. Lady Theodora never would have sullied herself with such heresy. Stealing the sacred tithe? Never. Well,
Oh,
you're the one who...
Abelard.
Oh, well. He's just too loyal.
Yep.
Were you the one who intruded on my conversation with Vigdis prior to our landing on Leethus?
Yes. I needed to exchange codes with the flagship in order to identify the vessel and its owner. I had to shift through onboard communication channels and systems to verify the new Lord Captain's data and his right to being one.
Frequency Dead says, for
God.
some reason, Theodora's plan invokes the phrase Hydra Dominatus enters my mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're very much not wrong. So,
Oh.
you want me to claim the tithe for my own?
I have long since been robbed of the luxury of freely expressing my thoughts. I am merely quoting Theodora's plan.
This qualifies for a culprit's confession, except the culprit's health is dead, and judging this creature would be pointless. Still, we must decide what to do next, RogueTrader. Solomon gives you a long look before continuing. If the Marshal learns the whole truth, it will make things difficult for everyone. It is better you redress Theodora's crime by sending part of the tithe to support the afflicted worlds of the Expanse, and delivering the rest to the Administrator. Did I hear that?
Oh.
Solomon, you are essentially proposing to steal the Imperial Tithe. Before this conversation we had, I would have considered it a crime myself, but with the Expanse burning, and after witnessing every shade of absurdity in Leethus, opinion has changed. Oh, holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy
the
shit.
sheer incompetence of the Imperium turned an arbitrator into a decent person. Helping the distressed planets is an investment in the future. A future which we may not live to see if we do not look after its people. Besides, how are we to collect new tithes without those who labor for the good of the Imperium?
Oh my god, some long-term thinking.
You know, I fully agree.
Yeah.
Send some to the Administratum to get them to shut the hell up.
Yep.
And actually use the tithe to improve everyone's lives.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
I agree with you, but I have questions for the Watcher. Solomon nods and turns his heavy gaze on the... So, are you a servitor or something different?
Something entirely different, offspring. A prisoner of my own mind and these machines. Do not let my manner of speech deceive you. I'm only following the orders vested in me. The part of my brain that controls my ability to converse and holds the scraps of my personality was severed from my volition centers and locked into a cage of functions and limitations.
So you can think for yourself.
Calling it thinking would be an overstatement. Imagine a corridor with all the doors locked except for one or two. That would be my consciousness. Yes, a dark, suffocating corridor with fading pictures of memory and nail scratches on the walls.
So you crave death. That is not typical for thralls who have no will of their own.
What does it matter what I crave if I am doomed to follow orders? Yes, I need you to complete the Oblivion Directive and trigger the station shutdown, so that I can be set free at last. And yet, in all these years, I have done nothing to bring my death closer. I can wait an eternity longer, suffering, but infallibly obedient.
Fine.
Hey.
Why were you consigned to such a terrible fate? Go on.
No, I was just going to say, like, it amazes me, like, the cruelty of these kinds of things that just gets glossed over by people.
So yes, why were you consigned to such a...
I was a threat to Theodora's rule. She had my brain dissected. A sophisticated sentence. To be humiliated. To live in suffering. It continued to serve the dynasty, perfectly harmless. Absorb this lesson, offspring. That is how a rogue trader metes out punishment.
I would not mind having a servant like you for myself. But no, actually, I very much would. That's horrific.
Yeah, no, that'd be fucking creepy.
So I have other questions.
Of course. You are welcome to prolong my agony for as long as you like.
Why do you call me offspring?
What else should I call you? The heir to the dynasty's throne, a young descendant. You may have grown used to people prostrating themselves before you, but to me, you are just a child.
Still haven't told me your name. Who are you?
That is one question I cannot answer. Theodora did not wish to learn the name of he who has become the Watcher of Leethus.
Do you serve Theodora or the dynasty? Because at the moment, I am the dynasty. L'état, c'est moi.
You may have a point. I am but a servant, and the future of the Protectorate is in your hands. You are the authority, and I obey. I am Darius von Valancius, Theodora's older brother, whom she turned into an amalgam of machine and man.
Oh,
Fuck.
wow.
Fuck. Wow, she was cutthroat.
She really fucking was. Holy shit.
By the Holy Throne, so that's where I remember that voice from. I saw you once when I was accompanying Lady Theodora. You weren't as you are now back then, but she never spoke of you as her brother. Why? How could Theodora have a brother? Everyone would know of you.
Had I been a legitimate child, yes, they would have written my name in gold into the dynasty's chronicle. However, my mother's origin, as well as other circumstances, were damaging for House von Valancius, and so my inclusion into the family hit a snag. When Theodora was young, I was brought to Dargonus to be trained for the role of seneschal. When she became the RogueTrader, she refused to recognize me as her kin. She needed an obedient servant who wouldn't challenge her rule. Had I behaved myself, perhaps Theodora would have condescended to call me her brother, and an heir on her deathbed.
Much like Conrad Voigtvier.
Oh, yeah.
So, Theodora's death really was the consequences of my own actions.
Yes, very much so.
Why were you punished?
As Theodora's senior relative and direct heir, I could lay claim to her throne, and I did. I intended to kill her and declare a search for her successor, and while it went on, to enter the Warren Chamber and assume the RogueTrader's title by right of blood. Theodora exposed my plan, executed anyone who had taken part in the conspiracy, and turned me over to her tech priest.
But why come up with such an elaborate punishment?
At first, I thought Theodora was going to pay me visits so she could gloat, but she never once appeared on this station. I have a different explanation now. For von Valancius, even punishment must befit his status, with a gilded prison and one-of-a-kind cosmetics, so as not to have a pathetic servitor mar the dynasty's image.
I do not know what kind of person you were, but I feel sorry for you. be reduced to an expensive doll, toy in someone's hands. No one deserves such a fate. Have you to ask me how your sister died?
I cannot ask questions about anything unrelated to my function. Now that you have brought it up yourself, however, no, I do not want to know. If I had heard she had died by chance at the hands of an unworthy opponent, I would be gravely disappointed. After all, I had always solaced myself by believing that Theodora was someone extraordinary, and only because of this was she able to beat me.
Well, you know, Argenta, what do you have to say?
I was just about to say, the killer's right there.
Hey. What?
I agree, the past is best dredged up in small quantities.
I've decided what should be done with the tithe.
Then announce your decision.
So, I will not overstep the Imperium's laws. The tithe must go to the administrator. Absolutely not.
Nope.
A share of the tithe belongs to me by right of the strongest. It will serve to support my reign in the expanse. I claim the entire tithe for myself. A portion of the tithe will remain with me as a, processing fee. And I will see to it that it finds its way to worlds affected by the crisis. Let me see.
Ooh.
You are a better person than Theodora was. Do not take this as a compliment. It is an extremely detrimental it is an extremely detrimental quality for a rogue trader. The rogue trader has spoken. The barges will go where he has decreed, and the Watcher of Leethus has served his purpose. I had hoped that I would feel relief. I know that it's there, locked inside my protocols, and she wanted me to know and not feel.
The Watcher's head hits his sunken chest. Even at the moment of his death, he was denied the elation of freedom. Holy
Fucking hell.
like, she went out of her way to punish them.
Like, excessively cruel.
The vid screens of the cogitators flicker, trying to process the influx of data, then fade on. Whoa! And we appreciate that this would have been potentially the third planet we exterminated.
Right?
No, just me. No, just watch the fireworks.
God. Yeah, she fucked her brother over.
Challenge for me?
That is some biblical shit, that is.
Right?
Your Voxcaster hisses softly, drawing your attention. It seems someone has been hailing you for some time now.
Lord Captain, your immediate intervention is required. The barges you sent to Dalgonus have been attacked by enemy ships that just emerged from the warp.
What? What ships are they?
They carry no identifying marks, and the signatures are unreadable. All I can tell you is that they are of Imperial construction.
How did they find us? The system's coordinates are classified.
At present, we do not know, Lord Captain, but we are already working on it.
Prepare for battle. I am coming.
How interesting.
This was very interesting.
Right?
Like, that was a good
Stand ready
DLC.
to serve you and the Imperium, Lord Captain.
So first of all, I like to think that we jumped into the ship and landed on the chair. You know, like they do in the Expanse when they're doing like a quick burn.
Yes.
How they all jump on the Rocinante, strap themselves in, you know, start pulling screens and
Yeah.
all that stuff. We did that, but prone.
Yes.
And it included a cup of tea.
Recaf.
Recap, yes. Sorry, I forgot. How could I? What?
Frequency Dead commented that I smell the Inquisition.
Or
And then
maybe
he just said, maybe not.
I wouldn't put it past the Inquisition to have hired pirates to make it look.
Yes. This whole thing smacks of proxy war and shit like that.
So that's what an Imperium like transport barge.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Incidentally, in Warframe, yeah, we know that's about 26 kilometers.
Yeah.
So that's what, 3 times that?
Yeah.
A Grineer transport trail in Warframe is actually at 76,000 kilometers, I believe.
Jesus Christ.
This is a bit awkward, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what is known as a rogue gamer.
Oh.
The time has come.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Leethus.
Okay, good, good, good.
So yeah, Frequency Dead, did you make it through? Oh, nice maneuver.
Macro cannon. Volley.
Did you make it through all of our videos, or are you just taking a break to come watch us?
Lead the hull strewn across the star.
Nice.
Who's the RogueTrader?
Set the course.
Oh, you can actually tilt the camera.
Oh.
I feel good about it.
That was damn good.
Unleash our vengeful salvo.
Or enemy ships.
Oh. Jesus, he says I've got 1 episode left of the VODs.
Oh my god.
My dude.
Devoured them.
Yeah, like, how have you fucking absorbed that? Like, okay, answer me one question. How old are you? Because that will reveal a lot. Because you are either retired, in which case you have all the time in the frickin' world, or you're a teenager, and again have all the time in the frickin' world. Like, I used to be able to
work a really
devour...
hard data crunching job, actually.
Yeah, or work a really hard data crunching job. They're 47. Okay. So, potentially early? Yeah, potentially early retirement?
At 47? In this economy?
They're getting even younger, dude, seriously.
The time has come.
Like, there were people at the police who were retiring in their 40s.
Yeah, they probably still have a lot of the old, shall we say, privileges.
Yep. You're not wrong. So, depending on what job he's
Fire
got...
the last batteries.
Yes, I know I like to watch these kinds of videos when I'm just crunching data. Fairly mindless, so...
Annihilate them.
Yeah.
You need something to, like, you know, keep things interesting.
Yeah. Oh, bless. Not retired, just unemployed due to the global economy. Fucking true
Yeah.
that, man.
Feel that one.
Yeah, that's very relatable. Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad that we're keeping you entertained during your, I assume, job search? Did they both
Honestly,
really just stop right next to those torpedoes?
Yeah. I don't know what to think. Yeah, no, that job searching in this time period fucking sucks, man.
It really does. Like, I've seen stuff from people saying, like, you know, fresh university hires are putting out like 25 job postings a week, and like hearing back from none of them, which is just insane. It says that you are indeed, and I thank you both. You are more than welcome, dude.
Absolutely.
It is a genuine, like, honor for us to be assisting in that sort of fucking time and whatnot in circumstances. So, no, thank you. But yeah, holy shit.
Set the course.
Whereabouts are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Like, curious.
This one's going down.
Wow.
Fire.
That shield took a lot of damage.
It did, didn't it?
Torpedoes.
Here's in the starfight. Do that. Turn around.
Do we have the psychic attack? We don't. Why?
Starfighters.
Dark void will erase their colors.
Very nice.
Torpedoes. Oh, more ships. Oh. I would be feeling a lot more confident if we didn't also have to do an escort.
Yeah.
Frigates too.
Yeah.
If you get in between them. Not finding some broadside. And I killed both of them, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, they are. No.
Yeah.
Lay in the course.
Go in.
Fire
Can
the
do, really?
battery.
Rip them apart.
Macro cannon. Volley.
Doing some melter bombs.
Annihilate.
Very nice.
Capacity.
So frequency says, well, where I'm from and where I live are two different things. I live in Sweden, but my heritage is German and Italian. And I spent my first 6 years of my life living in northern Italy. Fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a true international man of mystery. I dig it.
Feels like a bit of a waste.
Yeah, but it's good to get them out. If they start bombing the ship.
Where we tread, the unfaithful fall.
Okay. Shit, they're still alive. That's the first
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, really focused on that one, aren't they?
Yeah.
Come on, ignore the ship, go for me. Or, you know, my interceptors, whatever. Oh, come on. And why are you over here? They're deadlocked. Look at that.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yay. Now we're actually talking.
Yes.
So, first of all, I'm gonna go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Take a good shot at the
This one goes down. Gun opening! Our gun batteries are weaker, command!
So yeah, Frequency, do you know all of those languages? Like German, Italian, and Swedish? Because if you do, that's freaking awesome.
Know what they say, Richard?
Yes, I know what they say, D.
Macro cannon!
If you speak 3 languages, you're trilingual.
The enemies of humanity.
Yes.
If you speak 2 languages, you're duolingual.
Fine.
Bilingual. And if you speak 1 language, you're English. Oh man, Frequency just said you should give Abelard a spacesuit and a shield and fire him at the enemy. He'll have them all sorted out in no time.
We have considered loading him in a torpedo tube before.
Yes. Although, I'm pretty sure there are some sort of, like, conventions against using weapons of ultimate destruction.
Forget the cyclonic torpedoes. I think if I go here... Yes!
Nice.
Then... Yes, good. I can take it better than that.
Yes. Very nice. Frequency says, I speak Swedish, English, some Italian, and a tiny bit of German, and a few others. But these days I mainly use English and Swedish. Yeah, I mean, if you're living in Sweden, they can speak English better than us, better than we can.
That's the Scandinavians for you. Okay, the thing escaped.
Nice. Is it just the other 2 now?
Still in my broadside.
Another salvo!
The impure
Ooh,
tremor.
very nice.
Perfect.
Set the course.
Can even swing around.
Oh, and hit him with the other one. That's perfect.
Macro cannon! Bombing!
Fade into nothing.
Fire the last batteries!
Perfect.
Beautiful. So it's literally just those fighters left.
I think... Go into the gas cloud.
Right.
Now we may get another...
I'll mention this
Wait,
triumph in my
Nope.
memoirs.
All the ships have
Nice.
been saved? Yeah, rock solid.
Yeah.
Reporting. All enemy vessels destroyed. Will the substance get the message? You attack a RogueTrader, you'll be floating in the void like a dead rat in a lower decker soup. Who were they? Well coordinated, well equipped, signatures encrypted. There weren't some nameless void rabble, they were professionals. Mercenaries, Lord Captain. How did they know where we were? Vox relays the sound of heavy, hearty spitting. Traitors. Some of them had infiltrated the crew. A dozen voidsmen, a few officers, and even one astropath. The eyeless scumbag sent his mates the system coordinates when we arrived. The ships must have been patrolling this region in hopes of discovering Leethus. Where are the traders? I wish to interrogate. Actually, what of the barges? Successfully translated into the warp and are now on their way to their designated coordinates, Lord Captain. Okay, what are the traitors? I wish to interrogate. Master-at-Arms handled their interrogation personally, and she managed to break the most resistance ones. In short, we learned that they wanted to destroy a part of the tithe and retreat. Strange behavior for pirates, wouldn't you agree? That is extremely strange behavior for pirates.
Yes.
Last one spotted crypto warning out along with his entrails. By the time you get back to Dargonus, it'll be too late. I don't know what that... Report received. We are moving out. Marshal Strax must be told about what happened here. It goes deep.
Interesting.
See how deep this...
Right.
Not rich. Ooh, nothing. Oh.
Yep.
Wolfa. Come along.
Yeah. The pet space wolf.
Walkies.
Yeah, frequency. Walkies. Oh wow. There's some space wolf enthusiasts out there that have just like gone apoplectic.
What? It's true.
Oh,
Give me his level up.
Oh, Jesus, integrity.
Wolfa, we're going to the PIK. Yeah, we're going to the park. We're actually taking him to the VET. What did you say, by the way?
Integrity.
Integrity. Nope, lost all that a long time ago.
Yep. Stop scrolling by it. Up. There. Awareness.
Awareness?
I think it's for shooting. Oh. Oh, my cheeks ache. Fucking hell. Ah, demons. Oh, Jesus.
Casual life.
Oh, my cheeks.
It's not my fault they're constantly going about wolves.
All too easy.
I can't view them now as anything except huskies. So yes, I was going to ask you
Make a note
frequency.
of this. I'm going to put it in the clip.
Yeah, absolutely. I've already tagged it. So yes, frequency. I was going to ask. Are you a fan of Warhammer 40k or like? How did you find us? Actually, I'm really curious about that.
All too easy.
Oh, he says Space Wolfsnar, basically 14-year-olds trying to rebel and be edgy that just found out. Yes, the
amount of those we saw.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
God, yeah. So we used to live like 5 minutes away from Warhammer World, and we played there like regularly. It was our regular spot, 2 or 3 times a week, and yeah, they're all like edgelords.
You could actually spot the Space Wolf across Space Wolf player across the game, and I'm not actually exaggerating. They had it tight.
Oh, definitely. Their common continued. And be edgy, that I just found out that their great-grandfather was from the Nordics. Yeah. The thing that annoys me about the Space Wolves so much is how good their color scheme is, how good some of their models look, especially the newer ones. It's ridiculous.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
That really tickled me.
I'll do it.
Because it was funny. Oh, holy crap! Argenta wanted to call it off early.
Is worthless.
He's done with those motherfucking pink horrors
God,
on the
Emperor, move
motherfucking
through me.
spaceship.
Feel the fire in my heart.
It's that
I'll
one.
do it.
Right.
Doubt
So
is
yes,
for the weak.
Frequency says, I found you guys by searching for a playthrough of RogueTrader. Okay, nice. So we showed up. Nice,
The
okay.
enemies of the Emperor
And
will
5
be
minutes into the
undone.
first VOD, I subbed because, my God, you guys make it fun as hell to watch. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Really nice.
that's amazing that we're reaching people. Like, holy shit.
Look, honestly, we play this because, you know, hey, we enjoy CRPGs. We enjoy play video games together.
How the wolf succeeds.
We would be doing this regardless.
Wolf is on the hunt.
Yes. Like, our whole philosophy of starting this channel
Out of your bones.
was we would be gaming anyway. So why not stream and also maybe, you know, meet people and make friends and just have a good time. It's not like we're expecting to turn this into like our full-time job or, you know, go pro or anything. So, yeah, we just want to like have fun and hang out.
Plus, it's given us an excellent way to play single-player games together.
Yes.
Ooh, pardon me. I hiccuped on purpose.
Ooh. I hate that because the body doesn't know what the fuck it's doing.
Right.
Urgent report, Lord Captain. The barges carrying the Tithe have been seized and are headed off in an unknown direction. Multiple sources are voxing the flagship at once. I detect the signatures of several noble houses and the administratum.
Who dare seize my tithe? I mean, the sacred tithe.
We are getting reports of it being on the order of the Adeptus Administratum. We have received several official forms to the effect that Dargonus' orbit is currently deemed unsafe for tithe storage due to an unspecified threat that has sprung up on the world in your absence.
What
Right.
do the noble houses want? Vox is silent for several minutes.
The messages have no discernible structure or cause. Professions of loyalty, audience requests, even pleas for leniency. The one thing is clear, Lord Captain. Something has agitated the upper echelons of the nobility. In other words, they are scared.
What is going
What the
on?
hell?
What does the administrator message say?
You are requested to come to the Palace of Justice in person. The prefect speaks of a terrible heresy that is threatening the von Valancius protectorate. While you were away, steps were taken to prevent the spread of the corruption. However, your presence is required to make the final decision. Prefect Vulture will meet you in person for a confidential conversation.
What do you say, Solomon? The Vox is silent for a while. It appears you have no choice if you want to help your subject. Although I don't like what is going on, I would advise you to go to the palace. If nothing else, to find out what you can do to protect your people. Wow. I'm proud of you, Solomon. I
Yeah, he's had-
legitimately am.
Yeah, he's had like proper character development.
Alright. Pick this. Prepare a shuttle for me and my retinue.
As you will, Lord Captain.
Oh, actually, while I'm here. Not quite enough scrap. This is all good, right? Agenda
Oh,
still...
you could.
Ooh, almost getting close, but the agenda's at the top. Obviously, Pascal's the double or Jai's club.
You could also upgrade one of Thingy's abilities.
Okay, Cassia's still the best channeler. But she's a better master of etherics by a country mile, I like. So, yes. Kira, switch back to warp.
Oh, Frequency says he needed a bit of PTSD to become human. Here's the thing, right? Normally, that would break someone into being even more cruel and sadistic and grimdark. Rrr. But Owlcat have actually given him some positive character growth. It's amazing.
I'm very happy with how they've approached 40k.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to see what they will do for the next game, Dark Heresy. When you
Yeah,
place the Inquisition.
That should be very interesting, actually. Especially with some of the choices they've let you make in this game.
Apparently it will be in the Calixis.
Ooh.
Prefect Inscribia Vulture raises her eyes to. That's you.
Oh, yeah. RogueTrader von Valancius, welcome back to the Palace of Judgment.
What is happening, Dargonus? Why is this? Why is the cause of panic, and why this private conversation?
This is why you are here, is it not? To learn why the world is in distress, why the air is charged with Vox transmissions. Any administrator worth their station would be concerned. Disrupt to established procedures always leads to, well, no matter.
The prefect peers at your face. Her voice sounds strange, deeper, calmer, less cantankerous than...
Have you ever pondered the nature of heresy, von Valancius?
The sharp change. It went from an old lady to friggin' Voldemort. Actually, no, he's not famous for a deep voice.
To your minds, heresy is merely limited to Xenos, warp spawn, and insurgents. But there are other heresies whose existence is far more easily forgotten. Those negligence of avarice, of confusion and disorder.
Hang on a minute. Hang on, stop right there. Avarice is not a heresy, it's a virtue.
No, corruption is okay when we're involved.
Yes!
Avarice is okay when we're involved.
What are you getting?
RogueTrader Maximilian von Valancius, in accordance with the amendment of Decree 64-98-DF, issued by the Adeptus Administratum and the Adeptus Arbiters, you stand accused of countless heresies against the sacred tithe and the well-being of the Protectorate. All related statements have been formulated and the evidence of your crimes registered. The proceedings will commence as soon as you and your accomplices present yourselves as the accused.
The prefect looks at you with the eyes of a snake.
Your trial awaits you, Maximilian.
Trial? This is my protectorate. I am the law here.
And does that give you power over me? And it is the conviction that it is this conviction that has turned you into a monster that, in its charge towards the abyss, aims to drag the whole realm down with it.
The prefect's eyes seem to burn right through you.
The gravity of your crimes is enough to depose your entire dynasty. Do not oppose the law, von Valancius. Doing so will only serve to make your situation worse.
Are you kidding me? The quality of life of the entire expanse has improved ever since I arrived. But yes, so be it. Let us see what you have prepared for me. Let me crush you. The prefect gives a dispassionate nod to the arbitrators behind you and turns away.
Oh, no.
Chair?
You...
My chair?
Oh.
I will kill
This
you
bitch.
with the power of my mind! And I'm not even a
I'm pretty
psyker!
In the name of the God Emperor, the von Valancius dynasty stand accused of betraying the Imperium.
With the murmurs of all, a prefect picks up a scroll bearing the administratum seal.
The trial is public so that all may see the rogue trader's heresies and know that the status and power are no shield against righteous punishment. Marshal Strax, you have the floor. State the list of crimes against the Lex Imperialis that will be examined here today.
With practiced skill, Strax's voice reverberates through the hall. Conspiring to steal the sacred tithe, undermining the legitimate authorities on an imperial world, involving sorcery and damage to the tithe, conceiting and executing plans to disrupt sector-wide tithe shipments. Will this take much longer?
Abelard, answer.
Answer the charges. Barely containing his seething rage, you're all doomed, you know. Abelard thunders. Maximilian von Valancius, bearer of the sacred warrant, the God Emperor's anointed and sovereign of this protectorate, denies these false accusations. The Administratum and the Adeptus Arbiters will not get away with this flagrant attempt to sully the RogueTrader's good name and plunder his dynasty's coffers. Make no mistake.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Frequency said, well, someone forgot to file the right paperwork at the end of the month. Sentence death by bureaucracy. It's how the Imperium gets you, man.
Yep.
Let the record show that the defendant disregarded the opportunity given to him to repent, which only adds to the gravity of his guilt. We will proceed to the examination of the individual tithes heresy committed by the defendant. Conspiring with the captain of the Heartless to steal the sacred tithe. Upon arriving on Ricus Minoris, the rogue trader aided Captain Sargona in loading the tithe onto his ship under the cover of planetary riot. Maximilian von Valancius later eliminated his co-conspirator, his accomplices, using Adeptus Arbitus forces led by the Protector Anthar.
Dr. Anthar. Remember that guy? That's the guy we annoyed half to death with the recaf.
Yes. The Proctor attempted to appease the rogue trader's greed by offering the frigate known as the Heartless in exchange for a stay of the for the safety of the tithe. Then the rogue trader boarded the ship in an attempt to seize the tithe. His actions led to the death of a squad of arbiters. Proctor Anthar alone survived the rogue trader's murderous ploy. Wow. Maximilian von Valancius personally eliminated his accomplice, Captain Sargona, in order to destroy the evidence of his schemes.
The prefect looks up from the scroll and sweeps her indifferent gaze over you.
Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Well, first of all, you are exemplifying innocence proves nothing, eh?
Right.
But you see, you have stepped onto my field. Because I can talk. I'm bored of this farce. Whether I granted for the sacred war and yada yada yada, I declare this trial concluded and you guilty. That is beautiful! I can't
That is
believe they added that.
If you were a badass, you could just totally say that and then start popping people.
Yeah. And you would feel like a badass doing that. They've done such a good job.
They've done an amazing job.
Interesting tale. You forgot the part where we suddenly attacked by a void kraken, but Solomon bravely fought it off with a can opener in his bootlaces.
Oh, you can be flippant.
I will not confess to something I did not do, much less something I never had the intention of doing. Or ask Solomon to tell him what really happened, but no. I can't but appeal to your common sense. Marshal Strax, can you recall even one instance where a heretic attempted to steal the tithe while taking a few dozen arbitrators along for company. You're talking nonsense. With all due respect for Solomon's capabilities, if I had wanted to get rid of him and his arbitrators to steal the tithe, there is no way he could have stopped me.
It's both true.
Horror cuts across Strax's brow. Attempting to threaten a rogue trader on his own vessel would indeed have been an impudent choice.
Let a new charge be added to the record. Attempting to manipulate an official. Marshal, I hope I don't need to remind you of your duty.
Giving Strax a suspicious look, the prefect turns back to the documents. Getting antsy there, Vulture.
According to the calculation of the tithe transferred from the Heartless, the Administratum was short 3 units of volume. It is presumed that the rogue trader did not risk seizing more in the presence of the Proctor, but not even 1 ounce unaccounted for makes the tithe incomplete.
Presume, eh? Not proven. Not guaranteed. Presumed. Interesting choice of words.
Let's move on to Thracia. This world...
Tassara.
What'd you say? Tassara. Let's move on to Thrassara. This world unpaid the appropriate tithe amount. Underpaid the appropriate tithe amount. A crime that should have been redeemed by the rogue trader escorting Proctor Amthar to the back... Remedied. By the rogue trader escorting Proctor Amthar to the backward world. Proctor, you are hereby called to testify. Describe what happened on the planet.
When we arrived on Tassara, the rogue trader and I were drawn into the machinations of the planetary government. He used sorcery to the Emperor's anointed, but the rogue trader managed to overcome the effects of the ritual and do battle with the heretic. The governor was executed, and we...
A lie uttered in the Palace of Justice is a serious offense, Proctor. Plato, retrieve recording. Tassara 84 Alpha.
Perfect nod to the Marshal, who removes the device from his belt. The press of a button, and Glato responds with a sharp metallic clang. Cybermastiff's paws carry him to Strax. Cybermastiff's entire body begins to tremble, his feet clawing up tiny sparks, and then he projects a picture recording from his eyes onto the floor. The footage depicts a scene from Glato's viewpoint. The quality is terrible, but you can make out the whole where the sculptor is conducting the sinister ritual. You see Maeve interfering with the ritual, and the beam of warp energy connecting the two of you. You hear Solomon's command. The scene changes and you see Maeve, or rather yourself in Maeve's bodies, wandering through the streets of Tassara. The next clip brings you back to the hall where Solomon is firing on the altar. The events in the recording are echoed by a dragging pain in your muscles and a fog in your head. Pain flits across Solomon's granite face as he looks at his dog. You have used this as a tool against the rogue trader from the very beginning. Such tricks and schemes are unworthy of the Arbiters.
We can observe Proctor Amthar destroyed the heretic altar, and then a fight ensued in which the Psyker died. There is not a single shred of evidence that the rogue trader actually overcame the sorcery. It is more likely that the person standing before us is a heretic and a creature of corruption.
So, show your contempt by saying nothing. I can prove that my consciousness is in your body. No more than you can yours. I cannot. Mine and Maeve causes were flipped. Consciousness in this body is my own. Any psychic capable of mind reading can confirm it. But no. Did you watch the entire recording? Is this your view? How a RogueTrader conducts himself? Like some swooning maiden? Brooks huffs out a laugh. I'm offended by the insinuation that you are prone to fainting spells. Well, I admit there is a difference, and you have just made it plain for all to see.
Marshal!
The old woman stares at the arbitrator without blinking, as if hypnotizing him. Finally convinced that the Marshal's conversation with you is over before it even began, she returns to her papers. The prefect leaves through a few pages in a folder.
The court also takes note of the pernicious effect of the rogue trader's handling of the Emperor's servants entrusted to his authority. Since arriving from Thracia, the rogue trader has done his duty by passing judgment on several subjects within the walls of this hallowed hall.
The prefect picks up the sheet of notes and wrinkles her nose. Connivance.
Connivance at the doleful fanaticism and the loss of the valuable astropath resulted in the appointment of a new choir master. The same day he lost several messages of utmost importance, thus sparking a war between two Coronis Expanse worlds. As of now, one of those worlds has been completely destroyed, and the other deemed uninhabitable.
Scribia picks up a scroll that carries the Ecclesiarchy seal.
Allow me to read out the decision that the honoured representative of the St. Drusius mission. We brand the one who dared subject...
And Villas.
And Villas, a holy... Votary? Votary. Of the faith, to a martyr's death, a heretic, and an association to evil of every kind. Lord Mollus, deemed to be alive, committed a transgression of soft-heartedness in running his family enterprise. Jesus. He released all his convicted workers and terminated the contracts with his primary suppliers, citing their moral qualities. His actions resulted in 12 kilotons of undelivered food rations across several recipients.
These are the flimsiest charges I have ever had leveled at me, but you keep going.
Right.
First, the Administratum is unable to do its duty and asks for help. And now it has the audacity to criticize the verdicts of a rogue trader, who I actually believe is illegal.
Yeah.
Because this is actually, our ward was law. It doesn't matter what the consequences of that were. It was legal.
Yes.
Prefect, your accusations do not merely cast aspirations on the competence of the Administratum, they challenge the sanctity of the decisions of the Emperor's anointed. So, they made a right mess of this, haven't they? The talents of my subjects never cease to amaze me. This is not a terrible mistake, no. I like the Lord Imperium option, but sadly we still kind of suck at it.
Yeah.
Cases were under the jurisdiction of the Lex Dargonus. Responsibility for the consequences lies with you. That is what I want to say. Do I risk it?
Yeah. Let's... Did you save before?
Nope.
No, don't risk it then.
And I believe... Yeah, no. Alright. I cannot predict the future. A poor outcome is a possibility in every case. If I had chosen a different path, the prefect still would have found fault with it. The Adeptus Arbites never hesitate in passing judgment, but the Emperor guides the hand that fulfills its duty. The rogue trader has delivered judgment as was his charge. Therefore, his decision is blessed by the God Emperor.
Martial enough.
But a single muscle twitches on the prefect's face, but her eyes blaze with barely suppressed annoyance.
Moving on.
I can do this all day.
Can do this all day. Moving on. The defendant was placed in an unprecedented position of trust by the Adeptus Arbiters and the Administratum. He was entrusted with the coordinates of the world where the tithe of an entire Coronis Expanse was held. As agreed, the defendant was to transport the sacred tribute to Dargonus. But what did he do?
The Marshal snaps his fingers over Leethus' head. The Cybermaster flinches as if from a bolter shot, but obediently plays another recording. You recognize Solomon's voice. So Lady Theodora intended to steal the tithe from the start. She arranged the world's destruction to cover her tracks, installed the servant to keep an eye on all things, and even made a contingency plan in case of her own death. All she needed was an opportune moment like this one. The Expanse being torn apart, the planet's death looks convincing.
Tithe theft. Orchestrated by Theodora von Valancius. Committed by the defendant. Witnessed by Proctor Anthar.
lie that we intended to return it. I sent a portion of the tithe for the rebuilding of the Expanse. It will serve the people better than leaving it to rot in your coffers forever.
True.
Because I feel... Because it's a public one, right?
Yep.
A lot of people have shown up from all over Dargonus, right?
Oh, yeah.
I did it for the people.
Mm-hmm. The sacred tithe is not intended to be used by anyone other than the Adeptus Administratum. The deliverers of his will.
Drax does not turn to look at Inscribia. You have no doubt about whom he is addressing. The Adeptus Administratum, like the Adeptus Arbitus, only oversees the allocation of the tithe. I do not need to remind you of that, do I, Prefect?
Huh,
The old woman
frequency said
snatches
4
it.
as well.
Nice. The old woman snatches up the next parchment. How...
How good of you to speak up, Gregorius. As an addendum to the proceedings, we will be examining the heresies of Solomon Anthar, resulting from his moral failing to oppose the greed of the heretic von Valancius.
Again, greed is not a sin if I do it. How many times do I have to say this? Something inside Glato clicks, and Solomon's voice begins to play. If anyone told me before that I would be thinking about things like that, I probably would have caved their face in. But the truth is, I no longer see heresy in such. If the Marshal learns the whole truth, it will make things difficult. So, start actually getting angry. I will not forgive you for using Solomon and Glato like that. Solomon is his own master. I do not choose for him. But if you think that an arbitrator's tenets can be so easily broken by any passing stranger, then you insult the very core of the Adeptus Arbitus. Ooh, I like that.
Yes.
Also, Frequency is accusing me of greed. How dare you? It's good when I do it, though.
We're the rogue trader after all. Like, the Emperor commanded us to be greedy.
I do apologize for putting a brain in your mechanical soldier's head.
Ooh, savage burn.
No, I'm gonna go for 2 here.
Yep.
Solomon is his own master. I do not choose for him. But if you think that an arbitrator's tenets can be so easily broken by any passing stranger, then you insult the very core of the Adeptus Arbitus. Because now, the Arbiters have to make a stand.
Yep.
RogueTrader is right. If the arbitrator has dared to stray from the Lex, then he was never an arbitrator. The fault lies with me for not seeing the weakness in his heart in time.
Well, the proceedings are nearing their conclusion.
The prefect looks around at the nobles of Dargonus gathered in the hall.
The record of sins and heresies presented to the servants of the God Emperor has revealed the rogue trader's true essence, and the verdict is grim. For his thoughts and deeds were not bent towards the service of humanity, but to the indulgence of his own greed and petty ambition. Today, you are here to witness an act of righteous judgment and the downfall of the von Valancius dynasty. Houses of Dargonus, do you reject the authority of this heretic?
Also, previously just a friendly jab from one Mediterranean expert to another. Hey! Good one. I've always held it that us Europeans have to constantly jab at each other, because the last time we didn't, we set the world on fire.
Yeah, that's entirely fair.
So, always accepted. Oh, shit, the governors are there. Who is also yours, actually.
Oh, yeah, shit. If I may interrupt, Mistress Volta.
Urban Driveston, governor of Dargonus, visibly nervous at the sight of the armed arbitrators, nevertheless raises his head haughtily.
We are much obliged to you for arranging this gathering.
The emphasis on the last words leaves no doubt that the noble's presence at the palace is involuntary.
However, all that has now taken place here does not change the facts. House von Valancius holds the warrant of trade. House von Valancius is a rogue trader dynasty, and no amount of legal contortions will change that. House Drivestem is loyal to the rogue trader. Was not expecting
Shit.
that.
No.
Holy crap.
All right.
Wow.
Huh. Oh, you've gone up
Wow.
in my estimate a few rungs.
Hasn't he just?
Doriana Gaprak makes the sign of the Aquila. No shadow shall fall upon the name von Valancius, or eclipse the radiance of the beneficent rogue trader's line. Whatever your mechanical dog may say, House Gaprak is loyal to the rogue trader.
Alright.
Macarius Sauerback raises his head, his eyes burning with an almost deranged loyalty. Venerating the letter of the law is not fidelity to justice. Straying from the tenets of the lex is not discerning the essence of truth and the granting of retribution. The man is silent for a few seconds before he almost shouts out, House Sauerback is loyal to the rogue trader. Clementia Verserian looks straight at you, as if the prefect does not even exist. He makes the sign of the Aquila, and speaks in a low voice. House Verserian is loyal to the rogue trader. Yes!
Nice.
I, chest bump at.
Right.
Allow me to address you, even though I'm not one of the first families of Dargonus. Proctor Jaeger, Adeptus Arbitus, Leethus Outpost. Maximilian von Valancius made every effort not only to save the tithe, but also the Arbitus contingent stationed on Leethus. Oh, we did? We did. That was a choice? Holy shit.
Ah, shit, right. So we could have just left them.
Yeah. By the way, can I say how much I love that the big choices you make that, X will remember this, are not signposted here.
Yes.
So I keep
That is
getting
really good.
surprised that, shit, my actions had consequences, like, way further down the line. That is so goddamn cool.
Like I say, the fact that we are still reliving the choices from the very beginning of the game.
This entire
Is
DLC,
astounding.
actually. Like,
Yeah.
our first mission with Solomon had consequences later on. That is awesome.
Right.
Thing is, I propose that such an act would have been entirely nonsensical if the rogue trader was intent on simply stealing the tithe. End of report. Prefect Vulture stiffens, as though what she just heard has come to as a very unpleasant surprise. Her slender fingers grip the armrest of her chair. My chair. Her knuckles cracking.
This world and its denizens are rotten to the core.
See, now you can change to a more dramatic. This world and its denizens are rotten. It's about to go full anime villain on us. The prefect straightens in her chair with such force that you hear the arduous grinding of her implants. Her voice is cold and slightly tremulous.
Decree GC 781-89 Supplement 982 for tithe theft, participation in foul sorcery, and other crimes against the Imperium. Maximilian von Valancius is sentenced to death. The property of the dynasty is hereby confiscated and placed under the oversight of the Adeptus Administratum. Any last words, convict?
Ooh, poor choice of words there, prefect. So what are our options? The Marshal
Right.
strikes. You have heard of my arguments and the prefect's distorted version of the truth. Do you require yet more information before you denounce the real culprit? By the God Emperor's will, the von Valancius dynasty was granted a warrant of trade. Go against me, you go against the God Emperor. Marshal Strax and Prefect Vulture are hereby sentenced to death. Those who aided and abetted them in this blood will share the same fate. Ooh, again, see, that has some aura to it.
Yeah, right.
Your evidence, arguments, witnesses, and even the Lex Imperialis are just a pathetic attempt to gain the upper hand over someone like me. There is only one law in the Expanse, and I am it. and I sentence you all to death for insubordination. But what we're probably going to go for... Arbitrators! Vulture and Strax believe that the Lex Imperialis is but a collection of letters and forms to be played with as they please. They believe that you must blindly follow their orders. But whom do you defend? Humanity or these prefects? I call upon you to stand with me in the name of humanity and not the soulless machine of the administratum. Damn straight. A moment of silence. Suddenly, one by one, the arbitrators raise their weapons and point them at the marshal and the prefect.
Anyone who dares to join the heretic is condemned to death. Marshal, carry out the sentence.
You do realize the marshal is like 5 foot away from Abelard, right?
Right.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Submit, and you'll die quickly. You dare cross the faithful.
What are all these lines? Oh.
Our lines of sight, I think.
So it begins. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Waiting long and hard.
Meh.
A chance to take this corrupted piece of shit and turn it into something useful.
Now this is how you fight against bureaucracy.
With bullets.
Emperor, give me strength. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
It does not behoove a rogue trader to take joy in the destruction of his own institutions. But hey, who knows? Maybe I can make something decent out of it afterwards.
Not a problem for me.
Everybody,
Nothing I
obey
can't do.
me. Specifically you.
Suits my purposes.
These scumbags have dared
Nothing I can't do.
insult the von Valancius dynasty. Light 'em up.
Light 'em up.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Oh.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
We're gonna start with all these bloody mercs.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
To my waist. What the fuck was that?
Right?
If I may,
What the
The
swat?
ghost of Spoony. Right?
Not just me, that legitimately was like a...
isn't this a job for the serfs?
You think that was on purpose?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Maybe.
Okay. And the final buff before the massacre begins.
I am a
Solomon.
navigator,
This big
not a
one.
servitor.
Yes.
Right, oh, would you look at that? Let's see. On your side, some mercenaries.
As the Emperor
On my
commands,
side.
I act.
Sister of battle.
I'll do it.
Let's see how you do against one of the Emperor's daughters. Fire away. Pretty good, as it turns out.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Let's give you one of
Faith without
these.
Deeds is worthless. That's why I was chosen.
Very nice.
think I might have some kind of like damage reduction debuff.
As the Emperor commands.
You know, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Did they try to do something to Pascal?
I think they did. But I'm not sure what.
Blood?
Victory is
Idiot. Victory is imminent indeed. Here we go. Gentlemen,
I will do my duty.
but you did make the horrible crime of, you know, accusing the rogue trader.
Exemplary strike. I took care of this one.
You just started punching them.
At your beck and call. An exemplary strike.
There you go. Now, he said something about accusing Pascal. Nobody accuses Pascal.
Pascal took exception to that.
He also shot the other one. Oh, that turned
What the
around.
hell? Why?
I don't know.
Wait, it wasn't Pascal's ability, was it?
I mean, they did try to turn a sacred machine against the tech priest. I mean, you know,
Right.
I've seen dumber plans, but not a whole lot of them.
By the way, I absolutely freaking love that ability of Pascal now to shoot another guy if he kills someone in the first turn.
Yep.
Because it's a certainty that he will. I mean, Christ, his shots are so powerful.
Oh, by the way, it is still our turn. I should.
Yeah, it's still Maximilian's turn. Holy shit.
I don't have time for this.
Oh shit, that's a. That's actually not common. That's common. Yep.
Serpentine, serpentine!
Oh, two. Another
Oh,
great strike.
two? Really?
Not a problem
Abelard,
for
can
me.
you finish that guy off? He's pissing me off.
To dust.
Thank you.
Suits my purposes.
And then, in case they get ideas, body block them.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Break them around.
Weather the storm.
My faith strengthens me. Brace yourself, Abelard.
Yeah, power sword.
They do.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I did nothing.
Oh.
What? Possession desertion. Until end of the turn. When you turn on a cell adjacent to ally. If the guilt is proven at the end of the turn, the weapon of justice will fire at this character. If not proven guilty, or if the accuser is killed, it will fire in perfect. Okay.
Huh. So that's what it was.
Okay. So here we have to actually end our turn
Indeed.
adjacent to ally.
Yes. He did. Ah, this is the marshal after all, I suppose.
At your
Oh, it
beck and
is.
call.
I didn't realize.
I took care
Yeah.
of this one.
There we go.
He lost in a shield bash off.
As much as it pains me to do. There we go.
I will do my duty.
What is that made of?
Right?
End
Taken
your cell-
freaking. Oh, sorry, go on.
End your turn on a cell that is 4 cells away from where you started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4. Actually, he's kind of beautiful.
As the tactical
Yeah.
imperative dictates.
Definitely way more than.
Running binary
And he gives me a nice little sniping perch.
Yeah.
So,
The scriptural program
seems whatever was protecting you has expired.
my vow is to serve.
Feel the wrath of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Venerate you machine.
Oh, my wrath.
Request approved.
Oh, shit, I didn't even notice it. Oh. Vigilant is going for it. Ooh, nice. Now it's Solomon's. Go help your fellow arbitrators.
It won't take long.
Oh, bloody
No,
hell.
I have to say, Solomon has made me appreciate the arbiters even more.
The Order's complex is
The fact that
inescapable.
such a stuck-up arbiter can actually have that kind of character
Accepted.
revelation
Traitor judges.
is brilliant.
No, they've done such a good job in general, I have to say.
Yeah.
Let's test our
I'm
skills,
very
Kaito.
happy with a lot of the writing.
Yeah,
Because a lot of it, a bit too much, I would argue.
it's very wordy, but it's well written.
Let me go. Don't make me go all John Wick on your ass.
Follow my lead.
Get to the heritage.
Why did you go up there and move back?
Right? No, he went up there, got hit, which pushed him back. Ooh, psychos. Astropaths.
Do not use your navigator's abilities against your allies. That's fine. That is not an arbitrator ability.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Can we sort this guy out, please?
It will be done. Indeed.
Running binary override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okay. Buffs keep coming. And Ballard keeps moving.
It will be done. Free hair, sure hair. At your beck and call.
Give me kick for good measure. So Cassian.
Isn't
No
this a
navigator
job for the
abilities.
Surge?
What it takes.
Against allies.
Oh, against
don't buff.
allies.
Me,
Oh, okay.
Wrong stuff.
Captain.
And that doesn't work. Oh well. That's fine. Gentlers go. Oh, would you look at
Rejoice in battle.
Girl's fast.
She has got some movement on her now, that's for
That
sure.
is for the weak. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, no.
I'll do it.
That's against. Do you know how expensive these are?
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay. Advantageous position. Oh wow! I actually just saw its health.
Yeah, it's halfway down. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, hey, survive. I'm
shall
a-coming.
not fear.
A bad idea.
Absolutely not.
Okay, he's surrounded by more allies than enemies. Alex.
Nothing I can't do.
Bit of a waste.
As the Emperor commands. I'll do it.
But hey ho. Ah. Blocked.
Yeah. You have to do it via the multi-melter.
I should have moved this. This.
Target well struck.
Good
Just
job.
a minor setback.
So, what did I say about sitting in my chair? You really thought you had a chance? In my palace. My chair. Prefect Vulture kneels before you. Scores of fragile implants all over her body are twitching convulsively, giving her the appearance of a crushed insect. Marshal Strax's gaze is as firm as ever. Not one muscle quivers on his hard exterior. Even in corner defeat, compared to the others, he appears as an indestructible pillar of rock. The prefect lets out a cough. Then an unnerving smile appears on her lips.
They at least had to try. I served the von Valancius Protectorate faithfully for over 100 years, painstakingly cultivating order where others had failed to do so, while you and your ancestors sowed anarchy and havoc with your ever-changing whims. I stood on as the linchpin that kept this domain from sinking into criminal disarray. It was because of me that this gargantuan system continued to function with barely a flaw. The only source of disruption was you, the rogue traders. Yes, I at least had to try.
No, you didn't. This
No.
terrible administratum job, this bureaucracy, the delays, the inefficiency. The administratum is as responsible for this chaos as any rogue trader's whim.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Try what?
Especially since we came into power, we've done nothing but good for the Expanse.
Yeah, try what? You take my protectorate for yourself.
The Protectorate isn't yours, and it never was. Have you not read your own warrant even once? Every conquest, every planet claimed by the rogue trader belongs to the Imperium. You are supposed to act as its vassal, nothing more. But rogue traders are incapable of efficient rule. All that drives you is your craving for profit and reckless exploits. The limitless potential of the Protectorate is wasted in the hands of you spoilt fools. And I am tired of watching you desecrate the very foundation of the Imperium. If it weren't for you, the Protectorate would be operating for the good of the throne, as impeccably as a sacred machine of the Omnisire.
Yeah, what would you have done about the Dark Eldar? Or the Cult of the Final Dawn? I sentence you to work in the tithe storage, or you will catalog the contents in solitude until the day you die. Ooh,
Wow.
nasty. A fiery speech indeed in Scribia. Shall we expect amendments, additions, or perhaps excuses?
Only the guilty try to defend themselves, whereas I acted in the interests of the Imperium. Such a shame that some things cannot be set right by bureaucratic means. And that the short-sightedness of certain people serving in adjacent divisions.
I suppose it's menacing, meaningfully watching the Marshal knit his brows.
So often becomes an insurmountable obstacle.
You could have negotiated with me. Was your satisfaction? We would have found a way. Instead, just a plot behind my back. Making you part of the problem. Making you, personally, part of the inefficiency you so accuse me of. Execute her. Vulture chuckles.
Never. The counterparty always bends the terms to its advantage.
You know, I'm coming around to the multi-melter. As the weapon roars, Inscribia Vulture's body is reduced to dust. Without waiting for you to address him, Marshal Strax does not plead so much as give you an order. Judge me, Maximilian. Now that the dust has settled, I can see everything clearly. Vulture used me and the Adeptus Arbitus in an attempt to seize total control over your protectorate. I thought my actions were in service to the Lex, but in truth, only one person has ever benefited from them. That mistake deserves no pardon, and I have earned my punishment. Marshal, all you are guilty of is being gullible and rigid. No reason to condemn you. Or Marshal Strax, by enabling Inscribia Vulture's machinations on your watch, you have demonstrated criminal ignorance and laxity. I hereby condemn you to death. Marshal Gregorus Strax, taking into account your record of past achievements, I hereby deny you your execution, and instead sentence you to punishment by toil. I appoint you High Overseer of the world of Viebo 6. This is where you will remain for the rest of your life. I'm kind of for that, actually.
Yeah, he definitely would run the prison world efficiently.
And that is where we got Solomon back.
Solomon. Yeah. It's where he was exiled to.
And if he dies, he dies.
Yeah. Yeah,
yes. That is where you will remain for the rest of your life. Consider this measure unduly lenient, but I have no right to protest your decision. The Marshal brings a closed fist to his chest and adds solemnly, your judgment is final. Strax sets his seal down, attaches his carapace and places it over the shield. Now clad only in his undersuit uniform, he looks smaller without his armor. Very tired. I, Marshal Gregorus Strax, am stepping down from my post. I am no longer fit to wear this armor. May its new wearer bring honor to the Lex. The rest of the room stands still. All eyes turn to you. The final verdict. What you say next will decide the fate of not just the Adeptus Arbitus, but of justice in the Expanse as a whole. Oh, that's going to require some thought.
Oh, yeah.
The Coronis Expanse cannot be left without the Lex Imperialis and its keepers. The Adeptus Arbitus will choose a new marshal, one who is more worthy of their station and continue to guard the Imperium against lawlessness. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
The Adeptus Arbitus is in need of a more capable leader. I command you to choose a new marshal, and let them take heed that the von Valancius dynasty never again accept interference in matters of the Protectorate from the Arbitus. Ooh, we can place ourselves above the law. Proctor Solomon Antvar, as ruler of Dargonus and head of the von Valancius dynasty, I name you the new marshal of the Adeptus Arbitus in the Expanse. See to it that they once more become faithful servants of the Lex Imperialis under your leadership. Now that is an interesting one.
Especially the way we've developed his character.
Yes. So he's going to forge them into a more, not compassionate per se, but a more thoughtful tool.
Yes.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Because he said we should have kept him in place so that he would be indebted forever to us. But he was too rigid.
Yeah.
That's why Overseer of a prison world basically does the same job. But if we had kept him as a marshal, the arbiters wouldn't have changed at all. They would just have been following the letter of the law and our direct orders. That's about it.
And it would have just taken another person like the scribe come along and start fucking with them again because they're too rigid. And the fact that we spend so much time away from Dargonus practically invites that to happen.
The Arbitus is a rotting, corrupt canker on the face of the Expanse. I declare the beginning of a purge. All whom I deem unworthy will be exterminated. No.
Yes.
By my right as bearer of the warrant of trade, I hereby disband the Arbitus. All members of this organization are herefore outlawed and stripped of the right to judge my subject. From this day forward, the Expanse has only one executor of judgment and law. Me, Maximilian von Valancius. Wow. That places us one step above the law, that makes us the law.
Yeah.
But I do see value in having a powerful police force.
Yeah. Especially
as they're
one
actually-
that's tempered.
Yeah, one that follows the spirit as well as the letter of the law.
Yeah.
Do we put Solomon in charge?
I think we do, you know.
Very well. Proctor Solomon Anthar, as ruler of Dargonus.
I was just going to say, have a quick look at the weapons and whatnot we got before you click through.
Yes. So, it can use your static shield. Flexion and parry. They get charges when they block. And it does additional damage when attacking. Right?
Yeah.
Martial armor. Target. Well, actually, that's 80%.
Heavy 80.
armor.
Holy shit.
Targets hit by the wearer's attacks are immobilized for a round. Not bad. And the helmet. When the shield hits, allies gain resolve. Alright. So yes.
Yeah.
As ruler of Dargonus and head of the von Valancius dynasty, I name you the new marshal of the Adeptus Arbitus in the Expanse. See to it that the Arbiters once more become faithful servants of the Lex Imperialis under your leadership. The decree carries great weight, but my assignment will not happen so quickly. There is no precedent for electing a new marshal in the Expanse. Not to mention that the Lord Marshal is unable to participate in the process. We will have to develop a new procedure. Otherwise, we arbitrators will not accept these changes. Until my official assignment, though, I will lead as acting head of the Adeptus Arbitus. Justice is done. My judgment is made. Among the broken fragments of the great scales and the burning Arbitus banners, the people kneel as one. The verdict has been announced. Whatever the future may hold, one thing is certain. The Coronus Expanse will not be the same.
What an incredible piece of DLC.
Yeah, that was really good actually. I really enjoyed that.
Victory awaits.
Again, as far as I'm concerned, that's how you know you have a good CRPG. Yeah.
Marking location.
If you have a CRPG that there was a chest buried in the pillar.
Yeah. Ooh.
Maragon shield. Many an enemy of humanity took aim at Maragon's heart, yet the shield stopped each foe's deadly sting. God Emperor protected his faithful servant. Maragon ring? For arbitrators. Under the effect of ruthless suppression, their immunity mobilized and slowed. If the wearer is an arbitrator with a castigator specialization, their castigator abilities go 0.
Very.
So yes, so what was I saying?
It's a good CRPG if.
Yes, it's a good. You have a good CRPG if there is legal shit going on.
Yeah.
Like every great CRPG has at least one thing where it's all about dealing with the law and its consequences and contracts and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yes.
Hotshot lasgun. Nice.
Ooh.
Mars pattern power. Ooh. I don't know what this is. Oh. Prefect in school. Oh. Right. I think she's actually down there, technically.
Yeah. Hopefully we get her stuff as we
None
leave.
shall stand in my way.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. No?
No.
Might reload.
Yeah. Frequency says the new procedure is one man, one vote. The rogue trader is the man, and he has the vote. There, done.
Yeah, he gets it.
The man knows. The man knows. Oh dear.
Yeah, I might load back
So, yeah.
in the I'm in troubleshoot the prefect.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I feel that was a solid session.
That I really do think that was like one of the best sessions we've had recently.
Solid beginning, middle, and end.
Yes. This is going to make a great episode on YouTube.
So yes, and with that, I
Awesome.
think we're done for the night.
Yeah. So,
I've been walking
thank
for
you.
3.5 hours.
Nice.
I should be giving you health updates.
You should, yes, actually. That'd be an awesome thing to track, actually. Right. Time to say thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. Thank you again, Elia Harris 1 for the follow. Much appreciated. And thank you, Frequency, for joining us on our YouTube stream. Our first viewer and commenter. Yannick is here.
Yannick just popped in.
Need the
We need the
medical
medic.
info to appear on the like a heart rate monitor. A lot of streamers do wear those when they're like playing horror games and stuff, but you could have one.
Legitimately, that's not a bad thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good 10-kilometer walk today.
Yeah, nice. But yes, if anybody watching would like to watch our VODs back, please check out our YouTube channel at the R&D Experience. And we also have Twitter and Blue Sky accounts by the same name, so join us on there to be updated on what we're doing and when we're doing it. And yeah, I think that's all of the shilling done.
Yes. But yeah,
Fantastic.
Very good session. I really enjoyed dealing with the Imperium's legal nonsense. That was really fun.
It was. This DLC has been fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. So, yes, Frequency says thank you both, and I'll see you guys next time. Absolutely.
We'll be streaming tomorrow, so hope to see you there.
Yes. Streaming tomorrow at roughly the same time, so, yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
Right.
Night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night.